Progressive Insurance. And I go on ESPN.com a lot. I love to read the articles, and one kind of intrigued me, and UCLA has just signed this really impressive 17-year-old basketball protege. He's from Serbia. And this is how it's written. Okay, and this is what NIL has done to college sports. It used to be you pick a college because, well, nice campus, best opportunity for playing time, good-looking co-eds, whatever your motivation is to go to college, it was not money. Now, maybe there's a little booster under the table money here and there, but that was hush-hush. But you went to college because you had a chance to play. What made you a better player to where you potentially could be a professional in your respective sport? But I love this first line, okay? I'm going to read you this. It's off ESPN.com. Serbian forward Nikola Kusturica has reached a multi-year agreement to play for UCLA. That's all I have to read. And that was a stunning line to me because, sadly, it's incredibly accurate. Because now, even deciding where you want to go to college is a business decision when you are a top high school or international recruit. He reached a multi-year agreement. Now, it's a multi-year agreement because this kid is just 17 years old. He turned 17 in April. And to enter the NBA draft, I believe you have to be at least 19 years old. So it's multi-year because he can't go and be a one-and-done player at UCLA. He's got to stay in college for 2 years, unless he wants to go for 1 year, then go play in another league, and then enter the draft. But it's all about the money now. So when a kid's playing or picking a college, what's in essence happening is he is legitimately getting offers financially. It's not, we have a great business school here at UCLA, or, we have this amazing journalism program at Syracuse, or we have an amazing pre-med program at Miami. That doesn't even factor really into the equation. Or, you know what? A 4-year degree from this university will really help you in the future, right? Like, come to Duke, come to Virginia, come to Michigan. This 4-year degree is going to really help you later in life when you want to join the business world or whatever the heck you want to do. Now it's okay, Nicola. We're going to give you a 2-year, $20 million contract to come play for us in college. Or we're going to give you 2 years and $15 million, and there's playing time, but I don't even know what they're doing anymore. I don't think anybody understands this anymore. I think the college game and the NCAA has become so irrelevant now. I mean, it was the Sorby situation in Texas Tech where a judge is telling the NCAA, hey, by the way, you can't bench a guy who's been gambling. I mean, come on. That was unbelievable. But he's not going to play, thankfully, because he shouldn't. But here's a situation now where these college kids, or actually these high school kids, 17-year-old international prospects, are picking colleges based on a contract that they're being offered financially. I do think the players were being exploited. Don't get me wrong. When Alabama or Ohio State football is bringing in $100 million.
Terrible. But, oh, hey. Just talking about Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, people? Welcome to Before the Growl. I'm Mason. That's Ireland. This is M. And walking into the studio right now is the great BC. What is going on, people?
We got World Cup back
We got
today.
World Cup back.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
We got
Felt naked
France,
without
Morocco
it. Yeah, it was weird. So what's the game today?
France, Morocco.
in an hour.
Okay, so that would knock Laura out if
Yes.
France wins.
Correct.
She would
but
have capped at her points.
She would be capped at 25.
As many as she can get.
Brian,
Yeah.
you've got 22.
Yeah, that would tie Bergman with me with France if he wins.
Okay,
at
so
22.
Bergman would go to 22.
I think Bergman's going to win it all.
Well,
France
because
is
he's
gonna
got
win it
France.
He's got
all.
France, yeah.
I mean, Argentina
Uh,
can't kick him
I
off.
know.
Well, and here's the other thing: Argentina,
Team of
Switzerland,
That's
right?
gonna be a good
so
one,
one
yeah.
of us is going to go on, one's going to get knocked out.
I do think
Mace,
Argentina's
I
gonna
think
win.
you've got a shot.
See, I don't, but even if Norway won the title, I don't think I'd have enough points to win.
How many
our
do you have
pool.
now? Do you know?
I don't, but
I'll look it up.
but I don't think I'm in the running. Even if Norway gets it
Who
all,
was your other team?
Japan.
Did
Right.
They got me
did
a
they
win
give
and
you
a
any
win and a
points?
draw.
Yeah,
Win
they
and
got
a
like
draw.
4 points for you. So
They did advance and lost. But
I also
Okay,
think that
so Laura, Laura has 25. Brian, you have 22.
Yes.
I have 20. If Bergman wins today, he will have 22. Mace, you're on 17. So if you win today, you'd have 20,
Yeah.
and that would put you into the final four. If they win in the final four,
23.
you would be 23. And if they win it all, you'd have 26, and you'd win by
Right.
1 point.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So you're not dead.
Go,
None
Erling
of us are dead.
Haaland.
You're
And that
dead,
draw,
right?
yeah, I'm
Or-
dead. Both
yeah.
my teams are out. But
Yeah.
yeah, that draw is going to come in huge because that was 1 point
That
for
was
you
the
for
1
Japan
point.
and Netherlands.
Thank you. Thank
yeah.
you, Japan. Thank you, Japan.
I did something interesting
Thanks for
yesterday
playing.
night. After work, I went to this thing called Lectures on Tap, where they just have a professor go and speak at a brewery and stuff. And I listened to an hour-long lecture on the nature of light and quantum
Really?
physics.
No.
And I was just like,
Now, what? Let me not passing judgment on you in any way.
I
What
will do
was
that.
of interest to you before you walked in there?
I like to learn new things. I like to keep my mind open. And so
Hmm.
I was listening. He was very interesting. He had a lot of cool experiments. I drank 2 beers. I had a great time. I met people. That's always fun,
Right.
He
Well, you
was
certainly
very
have an
personable.
adventurous spirit.
Yeah. No, I like
think
that.
I like to learn things. I typically go to the history ones. So I've gone to some on like Russian literature and history and stuff like that. I just want to keep my mind open, guys.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
my
I'm
mind
more than
open.
just sports.
It's just I can't spend time watching a lecture. I mean, to me,
I
I
love
hear the
school.
word
Back to
lecture
school.
and I'm like, I'm out.
I love lecture. That's my favorite part of school was like listening to people talk.
I'm
So-
cutting all of these classes, just
Yeah.
like I did at Bowling Green. I'm cutting all of the lectures.
Well, yeah, you were a
were
pop
you guys
culture
one of
major.
those people that attended all the lectures
Yes.
and were ready for the final, or were you
Yes.
like me? You blew off a lot of classes and crammed like crazy 4 days before the test.
Yes, like you.
I
What
could
do you
go-
think
I could
from
go to
me?
class a lot. I read all the stuff, watched all the stuff, and then wrote a long paper at the end.
Yeah.
But you didn't go
no,
to
I never
class?
went to the lecture.
I was a teacher's pet. I talked up in all the lectures. I talked up in all that stuff. At one time my
What
friend
was your GPA? Your GPA had to be through the roof. What were you like, 7, 8?
No, in high school I was like
at
a
the four?
4.5, but in college
Woo.
was not because I took a calculus class I didn't do very well in.
I
But-
was very pleased with my grade point averages. In
Okay.
high school, 3.8.
Great,
Oh, that's
Okay.
great.
In college, 2.8.
Yeah, there you go.
That's similar. Yeah.
but again, look where you are now.
No,
You're
yeah.
very
Right.
successful.
But weirdly, I'm in high school, I got 1B. And in college, I got 1B.
Again, you're
And
a
that
very
was
smart
it.
guy.
I was.
Wow.
You had A's in college.
yeah,
I did not care
I
about my
swept
grades in
everything.
college.
No,
I
you
heard
know what it
C's
was?
get degrees.
I could
Yeah.
write a good paper.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I
That
could
is-
write a good paper.
and you had an opinion, and you couldn't argue it. That's the thing about like doing like the non-math science ones. Like you can kind of just do your own stuff and then figure it
Did
out.
I ever tell
Yeah.
you? You'd be interested in this. When I was in high school, we were asked to write. I was in like fancy classes, like
Okay.
smart guy classes.
AP class,
So in this class, the teacher said,
gifted and talented.
I want you to write like a 50-page thesis.
Very
so
big
I'm
for
like-
high school. Yeah.
As very long for
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah.
So I, of all things, this was 1983, wrote a paper on the way studios advertise to win Oscars.
Very cool.
It was all
So,
about that process.
Campaigns.
And it was long
And you
before
said it was in 1980, so it was before Weinstein really got into it.
it was
Yeah,
before
yeah.
Weinstein, and
Yeah.
but the campaigning was really interesting.
And it was a
I got
different
into that
version of campaign. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be very interesting.
and now they openly campaign,
Yes.
just openly.
Well, I
campaign.
think that again, Harvey Weinstein did a lot of terrible things, but that is one of the things that he did introduce to this whole thing was that he aggressively, like a political campaign, marketed for
Yes.
his stuff, and it was muckraking through these things.
Thus, John, Shakespeare in Love beat Saving Private Ryan
which is
because of the campaigning,
which is a travesty.
which is
Yeah.
like the worst.
Shakespeare in Love was okay.
It was fine.
Saving Private Ryan was fantastic.
It is. It's
Yeah.
one of it's probably the best war film, I'm assuming, or at least the scene, the opening.
Oh,
scene
the opening
is
sequence is just
one of the
like
best war
unbelievable.
images.
Yeah.
And you know whose birthday is today? Tom Hanks.
Tom
Ah,
Hanks.
He may or may not factor into our game of games for today.
Oh,
so
I would
uh,
like
Oh.
my
ready for
chances in that game.
Yeah.
I'm a big Tom Hanks fan.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a variety. It's not a full potpourri. It's more of a potpourri of things on this day.
So when I was starting out on the CBS Snyder show, one of the first guests, Dave Singer was the talent booker. One of the first guests was Brian Grazer, and Brian Grazer had the movie Apollo 13 coming out on that date. I think it was on that date. Yeah. and somehow Tom Hanks ended up calling into the show.
Oh, that's fine.
And I said, I picked up the phone with Tom beforehand.
Woody?
I said, Tom, this is my first night because it's my first night at CBS. It's my first night on the radio. Thanks for doing this. I'm a little bit nervous, but I know you'll make it. And he said, don't worry, Steve.
Don't
I'll
F it up.
get you through everything.
Yeah, and he
No.
probably
And
did.
he
He
absolutely
seems
did.
like a great guy.
Yeah,
it
fantastic.
seems like he's one of the Hollywood good guys out
Great,
there.
all around great, except for Elvis. All around great.
Yeah.
I like
It
that.
wasn't
So,
really his fault. It
I
was more
used to,
Baz's fault.
I'll see if I can get this in quickly. I used to eat at this breakfast place in West Hollywood. It's still there, called Hugo's.
Yeah.
Really great place. And next to it was basically a garden shack, which was a small theater. It
Mhm.
only fit 25 people.
Yikes.
And one
Oh, I know where you are. Yeah.
one night, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson
Ooh.
walked in to watch a play in that 25-seat theater, and that became my big fat Greek wedding.
Oh, wow. I was
Wow.
also there. That was the opening night. Nia Vardalos,
Very cool.
Rita Wilson was there.
You were one of the 25?
Rick Siegel,
Yeah,
my
your old manager. I remember
was-
Rick.
produced that show
okay.
and
Wow.
made sure I was there that
Did he
night.
produce
And
the movie as well?
Didn't my big fat Greek wedding make just a ridiculous
yeah.
amount of money?
And
Great
you know,
movie.
it was a one-woman show. I mean, she played
Oh,
all
wow.
those
Okay.
characters herself.
Did
she
you do
was
that
terrific.
Edinburgh Fringe too? Is that I know that's where everyone takes their one act plays.
Yeah, I'm working
Yeah.
on a one act. Working
Everyone
on
is.
a
Everyone's
one-man
trying to be
show.
creative
We're
here.
all one night
Yeah,
away,
yeah.
one stone night away
Yeah.
from a hit.
Oh man, I'm
That's
telling you, one person plays can be very painful. All right, coming up next for you, we'll
We're
we'll
gonna
get
do
it
a
cranked
show.
up. We're going to do some radio here. We'll do some radio and on the app and on the YouTube. See you in a minute.
Storylines and more, from matchups and breakout performances to expert analysis from the voices you trust. We've got you covered. Coverage of the 2026 NBA Summer League on ESPN Los Angeles is presented by Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
Rich Eisen here. We talk a lot about battles in sports. Teams battling through adversity, athletes fighting for every yard. The toughest warriors I've ever seen, though, aren't on the field. They're kids fighting cancer. Their families standing beside them. Doctors, nurses, caregivers. That's why I'm proud to support Hyundai Hope on Wheels. For over 28 years, they've helped fund pediatric cancer research, raising more than $303 million and supporting over 40,000 children. Learn more and donate at HyundaiUSA.com/Hope on Wheels. Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
The home of Rams football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Mason, Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Thursday, July 9th, 2026. The biggest show on the radio. The Hall of Famers, Steve Mason, Johnny I, John Ireland. We're here for what we do every day. Make you smile in the middle of the day. Throw around some sports and fun and frivolity, Jack.
Dipsy-doo between the legs.
Man, Pepe and Michael were great, weren't they, yesterday? We'll talk Dodgers baseball, World Cup, Lakers offseason, all of that stuff, man.
I get out of the shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap.
Plus, producer Emily's here, producer Brian Cohen, the social team in the back, and you.
So with that said, let's get this show on the
Let's do it. The biggest show on the radio.
What they call me is a cornhole savant.
Mason and Ireland.
Beef stew's coming back soon, I think.
Yeah.
Esquivoso.
Your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, everybody. What is up? It is, it's weird because today's the first day we've really in a while said, what's the lead? Like, what's the lead?
Oh, without being privy to that conversation, I think the lead's the World Cup.
That's what we decided on.
Yeah.
The World Cup is absolutely
we're
the lead.
good. By the way, the World Cup quarterfinal between France and Morocco starts like right around now, doesn't it?
In an hour.
In an hour. Okay. So we will have play-by-play action with John Cantor, Ireland. I
would just yell goal.
Goal is the way to go. All right, so everybody's been talking about the U.S. men's national team and their exit from the World Cup in really, let's be honest, ugly game. Ugly game, didn't play well.
Okay, I thought about this, that you guys all watched. It was one of the best games of the tournament. England, Mexico,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Mexico lost that game.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't you feel like they had nothing to be ashamed of? They left it all on the field, and England just played a little bit better?
Yep.
And after it was over, Mexico, even though they lost at home, they lost in Azteca Stadium where they were pretty much unbeatable for a long time. I felt like, okay, Mexico can hang their heads high. They just ran into a team that was a little bit better in England. And I thought about the USA and everything you just said.
Yep.
If we would have played like that, if we would have put up a fight, it's not that they lost. It's how bad they looked in losing, don't you think?
No question. It just didn't look good. And some of the optics, like freeze and the bobbling and the own goal, I mean, that kind of stuff just makes us look stupid, I think. A terrible play, terrible moment, all that stuff. I'm sure it happens, but in that moment, it felt really, really embarrassing, I think. And it does feel like we are not on the same level as the rest of the world. Like there's a big difference between Bosnia and Belgium. And I just don't think we are there in terms of our talent right now.
Well, think about this, that Belgium is a country with 12 million people.
Yeah.
There's more people than that in L.A. County.
Right.
We have 300 million people. The reason is we build differently than they do, than other countries. All of our best athletes are playing football, baseball, and basketball.
Right.
Their best athletes are all playing soccer.
Plus,
and they've all been in academies since they were 4.
Yeah, we don't invest in academies or youth training, any of that stuff, club soccer. We don't do any of that stuff, and that's one of the reasons. In fact, what do you want to do? Let's play this from Landon Donovan. Landon has been everywhere. He has been everywhere. He's popping up all over the place. Here he is on the reason he thinks the U.S. isn't as competitive as it could be.
So there was a study this is actually in 2016. I'm sure it's gotten worse. Like the gap's gotten bigger.
Right.
There was a study in 2016 of all the kids playing youth soccer. They took, let's just make up a number. Let's say it was 1 million kids, right? And they broke down percentage-wise what the household income was of those kids, okay? So the majority of the kids fell in their parents' household income was like $100,000 to $150,000. Okay, only 2% of kids who were playing organized soccer in America came from households that made less than $50,000. Meaning, if you don't make $50,000, your kid cannot play organized soccer. And think about how many kids you're missing out on in this country because they can't afford to play the game. Now, this is the other thing. Somebody has to pay for it. Someone has to pay for the coaches. I get it, right? But what's happening now is clubs are just grinding every penny out of growing up, there is zero chance I could have played club soccer.
Right.
My mom made $34,000 a year, single mom, raising 3 kids. She couldn't pay $4,000 for me to play club soccer. Are you kidding? She couldn't pay $400. So I would have had zero chance, but somebody let me on the team and paid for me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I couldn't have. That's not a good system to create good players. How do you create good players by doing that? You can't.
That is so well said. And Mace, it's something we don't talk about enough.
Yep.
That lives in my world because I have a lot of friends with young kids. You hear the phrase travel ball.
Oh, yeah.
Ask Trudell. Trudell's got 2 kids, and both the twins are in travel ball. It's a fortune.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Annie can afford it for now, but maybe they won't be able to forever. And to
They
Landon,
could have to choose a sport too.
right? And to Landon's point, in Europe, I'll use Luca as an example. Luca was in a Real Madrid academy when he was less than 10 years old, and when he goes into the academy, the team pays for that. Luka's parents didn't have to pay for that. They identify a kid who's got talent, and they say, we want to put him in our system. We want to put Lionel Messi in our system. We want to put Luka Doncic in our system. In our world, it's reversed. If little Jimmy wants to go to soccer camp and play travel ball, and I'm little Jimmy's father, I've got to pay $20,000 to get him through 8 years of youth soccer.
Yeah.
And that was the heart of Donovan's point. We've got the economics on this reversed of what they should be, because in Europe they're doing it the opposite.
Right. And by the way, it seems like such a simple game. Roll out the ball and play. No equipment, no nothing. But
it's the travel, it's the coaches, it's the equipment, it's all the things, it's the field play. Okay, you two tend to be the most capitalist people here.
Yeah, pretty capitalist.
If you can charge this much money, that's how much money.
If you can get it, it's worth it.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. So the youth sports group, they can pay because there are certain people in certain areas that will be able to pay the $4,000 to play travel ball. So that's the price that's set. I think what you're suggesting is something where like it's a government funded, I'm assuming.
Or even, Emily, even more simple than that. Let's say every MLS team, let's say LAFC and the Galaxy.
They do have
academies.
But the parents pay them. They should be paying for the kids. All those kids should be on scholarship when they're little kids.
But the thing is, MLS doesn't make enough money to do this, I don't think.
Right,
youth sports doesn't cost it.
But
like
U.S. soccer makes enough money.
And what I don't understand, and we talked about this before the show, the U.S. does a great job of subsidizing Olympic athletes. We just don't subsidize these kids who play soccer.
And strangely, we do it for girls, but not for boys.
Right. So we don't prioritize it. We as a culture, we as a country, the U.S. does not value it the way other countries do, and I think we see the
I disagree. I think the women's soccer, too, is very expensive to play.
Oh, I'm sure.
The youth sports for women's soccer, we don't have like these things coming in and paying for all of it.
Except here's the difference. Our women, when women's soccer took off, our women were at the same place on the starting line as all those other countries.
Right, you're right.
Now, we're 100 years behind these European countries. We're 100 years behind Belgium.
Yeah, because other countries don't value their women's sports the same ways that the U.S. values women's sports. And so
and that's why our women have been dominant, because our best athletes, our best female athletes often go play soccer.
Or basketball, but it's just like it's those are two sports as opposed to the male athletes who go play hockey, play football, because there's no football equivalent at the same level for women than for men. So you make more money playing football or basketball in the United States if you're a man. So going back to the whole thing we started this conversation at, where the youth sports is too expensive. So then when youth sports are too expensive, little Jimmy can only play one sport because Bob and Susie can only afford to pay one sport. So if I'm going to choose...
And by the way, Michael, not to interrupt him, but Michael says that's the reason why so many of these kids get hurt, because they're using the same muscles to play the same sport. When he was growing up and with his boys, and him and Julie raised 3 professional athletes, he made them stay in season. They played football in football season, basketball in basketball season, baseball in baseball season. And when he was playing for the Lakers and the season ended, he threw his basketball in the closet and started playing tennis, riding his bike, swimming, doing
cross-training,
Right. And to your point, Em, because you can only afford one sport, these kids are playing soccer 12 months a year, and then Christian Pulisic breaks his leg because he's using the same muscles over and over again.
Not only because of muscles, but you have to choose. So if you're going to choose, your parents going to choose one place to get you, what's going to make the parents also the most money long term? If they are the 0.0001% that gets professional, what sport's going to pay you the most in the United States? Football, basketball, baseball.
Yes.
It's not soccer in the United States. Maybe if they get so big and so great that they can be playing at the highest level in Europe, then they do make more money there. It's just, it's so different. The calculus is different. I think it's different, too, because when I grew up, I did club swimming. I did club soccer.
But your parents had to pay for these things,
They had to pay for both, and they were both very expensive, but not nearly as expensive.
And you had sisters.
And
so you weren't the only one in the house that needed money to do this.
But I was not competing at the Olympic level. I was not the 0.0001% because I did swim and play soccer with kids and girls that played in college and played and swam at the Olympics. Because what they had to do is they had to do 10 times as much as I did in order to get to that level. And they had to drop out of school, do homeschooling, all this stuff. There's so much sacrifice that has to happen in order to reach this level. I just don't think that Americans have that level of sacrifice for soccer right now.
So the other thing is, Mace, that remember we used to have Eric Davis come on the show a lot. He played for the Dodgers, played for the Reds, won a World Series with the Reds in 1990, grew up in South Central, with Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah.
Those guys grew up playing youth baseball together. And Eric was a big supporter back then. I don't know if he still is, but back then of RBI, reviving baseball in inner cities.
Yep.
Because he said, if you go to an inner city high school, number one, most of them don't have baseball fields.
Yep.
It's all concrete. And number two, the kids who want to get scholarships and want to be pro athletes all gravitate to football and basketball because you know this, you worked in the minor leagues.
Yep.
In baseball, even if you're a great player, it's no guarantee you're making it to the big leagues.
Right.
If you're a great basketball player, you're probably getting a college scholarship. You're a great football player, same thing. You're a great baseball player, you got to go into the minors, you got to go through the draft. You mean like that Dodger catcher from Venezuela, he's been in the minors for 10 years, finally getting his chance. Football and basketball are much more attractive options to those kids. So imagine what soccer is on that list.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Way down the line.
The one thing, we should mention the Pulisic injury. He now says he has a microfracture in his leg and a bone bruise. And that's why he left the game the other night. And
it's the World Cup. It's the World freaking Cup. And this might be your last game. You can play through a bone bruise. You can play through a microfracture.
I don't know if that's fair, Em.
I did. I played with a bone bruise in freaking club soccer in high school in Northern Virginia. That didn't even matter. I hit my leg on a post and I had a huge bone bruise and a microfracture in my leg. I still played.
Okay. Here's Landon Donovan, sort of to back you up, Em, talking about Pulisic.
This was a game where you needed him to go, give me the ball, I'm going to stick it in the back of the net. It's 2-2, let's go. And he just didn't, and he wasn't even close to it. And in fact, we don't know, there's reporting that he asked to get subbed out of the game. I can't confirm that, so I don't know if that's true or not. The reality is, Tim, he came out of a World Cup knockout game at home with his leg still intact. I'm saying this to you, Tim, and you know it because you played with me. You would have had to drag me off the field, and I would have punched the doctor in the face and said, you're not taking me off the field, put whatever you need to put in me, and I'm staying on the field. I told you this before, I never shared this publicly till a few months ago. I played with a torn hamstring against Ghana after the Algeria game, and nobody knew about it. I didn't have to tell anyone. It was no drama around it. I just did it, and I could not believe that he didn't stay in the game. Now, if we wake up tomorrow and he broke his leg and snapped and whatever, totally fine.
By the way, it did come out today. He broke his leg.
Microfracture. It's different than
and bone bruise. Again, we want to distinguish. It was not a compound fracture. It was a microfracture.
This is a very interesting conversation in this sense. If he does have a fracture in his leg and a bone bruise, and he can't run, and he's not effective, does it make sense for him to demand to stay in the game, to do what Landon's suggesting he does? If he can't run, why do we want him out there? Take yourself out, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's Landon Donovan and M that are questioning the injury.
It's more the laissez-faire nature after the game. So he was so dismissive after the game. He's like, I hurt my ankle.
And now I got time to rest.
Exactly.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
4 years until the next
rest.
World Cup. 2 years until the next Olympics. Who knows if you'll even qualify for both of those?
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have difficulty criticizing someone who played hurt because I don't know how hurt he was.
Yeah. I'm just going to hide behind Landon and M and say, come on, man, take the needle and get out there.
You don't know the difference between pain and injury. You'll never make it in this league. Yeah.
All right. Coming up next for you, we'll keep you up to date, by the way, as the quarterfinals get ready. We got today Morocco and France, and we'll keep you up to date on that. Game starts in about 45 minutes. In the meantime, John, chemistry. How important is chemistry to a winning organization?
It's not.
We'll do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal, too. Right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid...
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends August 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Oh yeah, injured in a crash? A slip and fall? Don't settle small, you've gotta make the call. He does the heavy lifting, he handles the fight. Big Tony steps in and makes it alright. No baloney, call Big Tony. He fights, he delivers, your victory is waiting. No fee till we win. He gets the compensating. No baloney, call Big Tony. 866-456-8669. BigTonyLaw.com. Attorney advertising primary results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Tony is attorney Tony Ward, primary office in Los Angeles, California.
ESPN LA fans, join us Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for the Kickin' It at the Park tailgate party as we broadcast live with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Come tailgate for the quarterfinal and unforgettable final World Cup game at SoFi. Cheer on your team and enjoy HBC's new outdoor bar. Hollywood Park Casino, the only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7 is LA's hottest card room, and it just got hotter during the epic Summer of Soccer. Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow us at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Kick off your Friday with ESPN LA. Join the Sedano and Cab Morning Show live from Hollywood Park Casino on Friday, July 10th from 7 to 10 a.m. Be part of the pre-match celebration before one of the summer's biggest international soccer matches. Enjoy the energy, connect with fellow fans, and get ready for an unforgettable afternoon of soccer. Start your match day with ESPN LA at Hollywood Park Casino. Powered by Milagro Tequila. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The biggest show on the radio.
I got from M and Brian a can of Ready Whip, which will not go to waste.
Take a hit. Take a hit.
Take a hit right now. Yeah.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
By the way, you know who loves this sound? My dogs love this sound.
There we go.
Nice.
Back to the guys.
Breaking news, Shams Charania reporting that the Clippers-Toronto trade that involves Kawhi Leonard has been postponed, or at least they put a hold on it.
Been held up, yeah.
Until the NBA can announce any sort of sanctions against the Clippers. That would seem to suggest something's going to go down pretty quick.
Right, and I don't understand why it's taken this long. I can't imagine the punishment will be severe. But what I think they're saying is they want the Raptors to have the ability to renege on the trade.
Right, based on...
if Kawhi gets suspended for 3 months, or if he, if they void his contract and make him a free agent or something. So I think stay tuned to that. That we've been saying for months, this investigation should have been over months ago. Maybe it now finally is getting close.
Seems like it. All right, it's a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Listen all day long for your chance to win a 4-pack of GA tickets to one of this summer's biggest events at Cosm, including quarterfinal and semifinal matches, the 2026 T-Mobile Home Run Derby, the 2026 T-Mobile All-Star Game. Experience every unforgettable moment in Cosm's shared reality environment again. For a schedule of all the events, and there are a lot of them coming up, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm, All right, so, John, you pulled up this Jason Timpf as an NBA writer.
Right, and he covers, he's on Colin Cowherd's podcast network, The Volume.
Okay.
He's good.
Got it.
And he covers a lot of stuff. And one of the things that he talked about was culture. Now, you're a big culture guy.
Yeah.
You think that culture on teams is not only necessary, but in many cases critical.
Let's expand. In organizations.
Right.
A culture is an organization. Go ahead and take your point.
Okay, so my point is
you're going to go to the individual team players.
Right. That I've been around tons of teams, including the Shaq Kobe Lakers that won 3 titles in a row, where they weren't friends. Shaq and Kobe were polar opposites. But when they got on the court together, they figured out how to win. My argument's always been that if you give me a bunch of talent and a good coach like Phil Jackson, he'll figure out a way to win. But Jason Timpf agrees kind of with your perspective. He thinks culture is important, and he's worried as he looks at the current Laker roster that they don't have the necessary culture. Here's Jason.
As I look down the list with all of this, I'm not seeing the culture setters. I'm not seeing the toughness. I see Austin Reeves as one of those guys. I think Luka Doncic leads in a very different way. But what I'm not seeing is culture-setting talent. And I'm, seriously concerned for the Lakers now. I'm seriously concerned that there is going to be a deficit in that specific brand of toughness that you need to win at the highest levels in the NBA.
That's a dumb take.
Why?
Because he doesn't know how these pieces fit together.
Nobody does.
Correct. So how can he say there's a bad culture? It's like, wait, you have to see it play out before you can say, oh, yeah, that works or that doesn't work. And, John, your definition of culture is so much more narrow than mine. The Dodgers have a great culture. They have layers of management. They've got.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do players all have to get along in order for you to win?
No.
Yeah.
No. You're talking about chemistry. I'm talking about culture.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the culture that Mark Walter is now establishing with the Lakers. Let's move the South Bay Lakers out to the desert. Let's build new facilities, new training facilities. Let's add a rocket science to the front office.
Right.
All that stuff is a culture. JJ, we play defense. Is that not a culture? We play defense. And if you don't, you're off the floor.
Okay. But I'm glad you went there.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of defense here.
They just took away their best defensive player in Marcus Smart.
Although they did add a great defensive player in Walker Kessler.
Right, as a rim protector.
Correct.
But it was the perimeter defense last year that sucked.
Mm-hmm.
And that was with Marcus Smart.
Right.
Now they don't have Marcus Smart. I'm fascinated by how these Lakers are going to do because I don't know how, to your point, I don't know how these pieces fit together.
No, and neither does Jason Timpf.
And
I'm sure he's a good writer and all
and
that
I'm going to say this a lot during the year. Not one person, we have all these experts in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
They all come on our show and they come on the Morales Morning Show and, they all, whether it's Bobby Marks or Brian Windhorst, nobody knows. Not one expert that those guys or us have had on, when we've had them all on, picked the Knicks to win it last year. Not one of them. The Knicks got together. They came together at the right time. They wanted to fire Mike Brown around January.
Yes.
And that's when they got hot. They won the in-season tournament, and then they won the whole thing. So you don't know how the Lakers are going to come together. But I've always felt that culture is, it sounds like we're arguing over what culture is, but I've always thought culture is overrated.
Yeah, I think culture is, for example, with the Lakers right now, direct line, everybody in agreement, Mark Walter, Rob Pelinka, J.J. Redick, Luka Doncic, team leader, all on the same page. They all see things the same way. When there's a broken part of that, when the GM is doing his own thing, when the coach doesn't get, that's when you've got problems with culture. But when I talk about culture, I'm not talking necessarily about court chemistry or locker room chemistry. I'm talking about the entire organization, and I think that's what the Lakers are building. The Lakers are building a culture the way the Dodgers have built a culture. Now, the way these pieces fit together, I have no idea. I mean, yesterday I said 47 wins. I'm talking out of my ass. I mean,
it could be
seriously.
57. It could be 37.
Right. I mean, but I'm asked for a take, so I say 47.
Yeah.
But I mean,
nobody knows.
knows.
We've never had less information to make predictions with than we do now because this group of people hasn't played together.
Yeah.
yet.
I mean, if you think you know Mamuka Lashivy, damn, I had it.
Okay.
Mamuka Lashivy.
No, here we go. No, I'm gonna do it for you again. This is for everybody at home.
Lashvili.
All right, I want you to think of his pronunciation in 3 parts. And first of all, if you don't feel like trying, just call him Mamu.
Mamu is easy.
Okay,
I'm just
but here
trying
it
to
is.
test myself.
Mamu Keloshvili.
Mamu Keloshvili.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Those are the 3 parts.
Yeah.
Mamu Keloshvili. Try it, Brian.
Say it with me one more time. Mamu.
3 parts. Mamu Keloshvili. Now say all those consecutively.
Mamu Keloshvili.
Perfect. M, try it.
Mamu Keloshvili.
There.
Now we got it.
We got it.
The question is, will it hold? Will it take in our heads?
You know what I look
It has to for me because I'm the play-by-play guy. But I think you guys are all, if you think of it in those 3 parts, Mamu Keloshvili.
Yep.
And then you just speed it up. Mamu Keloshvili.
Right. I look forward to the time when we've got a little clip that plays into the show where it says, "Hi, I'm Sandro Mamu Keloshvili.
Yeah.
You're listening to Mason in Ireland. Let's get that."
Watch this. We're going to ask him for it. He's going to go, "Hi, it's Mamu."
Mamu. Mamu it is. All right. Coming up next for you, I'll tell you, the Walker Kessler thing with the Lakers is critical, I think. First of all, it's the big swing, and if it doesn't work, the blame will not land exclusively on the front office. We'll get that coming up next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
I wanted the U.S. to win.
No, I don't think so.
I did. I just didn't believe they would win. So here's the difference between you and me.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm a realist, and you're not.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Because I believe.
I am not going to fool myself into believing something that I don't believe.
Oh, I believe.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Celebrate the 25th anniversary of The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, with a spectacular live-to-film concert this July at Peacock Theater in L.A. Howard Shore's iconic Academy Award-winning score will be performed live by a live orchestra beneath an immense screen as the film plays in its entirety, bringing the music, magic, and the adventure of Middle-earth to life. Experience one of the most beloved films of all time in a way you've never seen before. Don't miss this unforgettable event, July 16th through the 18th. Tickets are on sale now.
Red Card penalty. Score big flavor with Waba Grill's new Red Card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Waba Grill.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. No matter who you're rooting for, Mercado Gonzalez is your soccer fan paradise. Surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Every single knockout match is available at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
When it's time for your next vehicle, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. It's Chris Morales telling you to go see John Good at George Chevrolet. With straightforward pricing, real savings, a great selection, and award-winning service, George Chevrolet is committed to earning your business by saving you money. Whether you're a first-time buyer, rebuilding your credit, or ready to upgrade, their team is here to help you find the right vehicle at the perfect price. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway in Bellflower or shop online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Basketball never sleeps, and neither does ESPN LA. The stars of tomorrow are headed to Vegas for NBA Summer League, and we are there. ESPN Los Angeles will be bringing you all the latest headlines, storylines, and more. From matchups and breakout performances to expert analysis from the voices you trust, we've got you covered. Coverage of the 2026 NBA Summer League on ESPN Los Angeles is presented by Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
No, I am Captain Spicy.
You are not Captain Spicy.
I am Captain Spicy.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Absolutely full of crap.
Okay, good. Okay. I like this.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
That same
this
thing.
is Total Eclipse. Yeah. Turn Around Bright Eyes is part of this song.
Turn around.
So Bonnie Tyler died today. Hail, what do we say? Hail, Madam Well Met?
Hail, Madam Well Met, sure.
Hail, Lady Well Met.
Yeah.
Lady.
Yep.
And
Not
I
a
asked
one-hit
Mace,
wonder,
was
though.
she a one-hit wonder? And you said no. She said, I Need a Hero.
I Need a Hero.
Was hers from the Footloose soundtrack.
We can do that later in the show. I have a funny story with this song.
That means that was code for this may come up in Game of Games.
Yeah, it could be.
I have a funny thing with this song.
Okay.
So when I was in 8th grade, moving to high school, it was like our freshman orientation, like right a couple days before school started. So we go to the gym.
This is in Virginia.
In Virginia, high school, Cortland High School, and they do a skit, and it's one of those skits that's like, don't drink, do drugs, or drink and drive, whatever. And so it's so dramatic, and it's to turn around, and the guy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Batman.
What?
There is a Batman. He is in Mexico. There's a brand new story breaking out of Mexico that there is a real-life Batman, and he's gone viral all over the place. So let's go to, he's known as the Batman of Lagos de Moreno, and there's a debate about whether he's a hero or a criminal. So here's what he's doing. There's a motorcycle ring where they're stealing motorcycles in this town.
Okay.
And all of a sudden one day, the cops find a guy duct taped to a pole, tape over his mouth, and a motorcycle that he was going to steal at his feet.
Okay.
This Batman guy is going around catching the guys that are stealing the motorcycles and then somehow duct taping them to like light poles and waiting for the cops to come and get it. Is that not Batman?
I'm pro Batman in this
Me
case.
too.
Did you ever see the movie The Equalizer? Denzel?
Sure.
And, they've done a TV show with Queen Latifah, and there was an old TV show with a older British guy called The Equalizer. That was what the equalizer did. Like if law enforcement didn't solve your problem. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, he's out there busting. It's like, what was the Bronson movie? The Charles Bronson movie was Death Wish.
Yeah.
Death Wish. You ever see that
Married to Jill Ireland.
Yeah.
No relation.
Jill Ireland.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're like a vigilante.
A vigilante.
Do you think that they have?
As long as he's not stealing stuff, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Do you think they have like a symbol up in the air to call to him? Is like a motorcycle in the air? Is it like?
I wonder if he says, "I'm Batman."
He probably says it in Spanish.
Well, is Batman different in Spanish?
Well, there's a different word for bat.
El Batman.
El hombre de bat.
El hombre de bat. Yeah. Anyway, it's a very interesting story that's going around. I thought it was necessary to bring that up. Hey, you can join us this Friday, Hollywood Park Casino, for the ultimate pre-match tailgate party. This tomorrow morning. Shadano and Cap Morning Show live from 7 to 10 a.m. Getting ready for the quarterfinal at SoFi. Last game in L.A. for this World Cup. Spain versus Belgium. Follow @PlayHPC for more information, and we will see you on Friday. There are lots of reports, John Ireland, that Luka Doncic is very happy with this roster that Rob Pelinka and the front office has put together. Dave McMenamin says he thinks Luka looks at this and thinks, "Yep, this I can lead toward a championship." Walker Kessler, they did make a huge commitment to Walker Kessler,
right? $32 million a year,
and it was very much Luka said that's the guy, that's the guy. If that blows up, does it blow up on Luka too?
I've always thought that the buck stops with the GM, that a player can suggest anything he wants, but the GM is the one who has to pull the trigger. So back when Clutch had a lot of guys on our team, they would run ideas past Clutch, and then they would try and make them happen. But the trades didn't always go well. And so Rob and Magic and the guys running the Lakers back then at the time, they can say, well, it wasn't us. It was the Clutch guys who wanted us to trade for Westbrook, or there was the Clutch guys who wanted us to get Kendrick Nunn.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, doesn't the buck stop with the guy who actually executes the deal?
The Westbrook one, I'm sorry. I think the Clutch guys had a lot to do with with the Westbrook one.
Yeah.
And I think that was jointly a disaster.
I agree.
They shared the disaster.
I don't think the front office should take all the blame for that. And that's what you're saying here.
I'm saying here, if that's the guy Luka wanted, if he found all the names on the boards, yeah, Walker Kessler's the guy.
Right.
If he comes in and
if
he comes in and he's broken down, if he comes in and doesn't play well, it's a 4-year. If he comes in and it doesn't work, doesn't that blow back on Luka?
Maybe a little, but I actually think that Luka and his agent is a guy named Bill Duffy. You guys have heard me talk a lot about Laura Beth Seeger, who we affectionately refer to as Luka's chief of staff. I just think that you made the argument, and some of our callers made the argument the other day, that what happens off the court matters.
Yes.
That the way a guy might endear himself to a fan base matters. Luka has made all the right moves in that regard. Like when the Palisades fires hit, he donated $1 million to fire relief. Paid when there was a parking situation where nobody could park at something. Luka paid for
when there was a
parking.
Kobe mural painted over and destroyed.
Right.
Paid for that.
So this is a test. Luka has invested in Los Angeles and has given back to the fans.
Yes.
And has made it known that he really wants to be here. Will that help him if this doesn't go well?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think there is going to be an embrace of Luka here. First of all, I think it's the right call. I think Walker Kessler.
And by the way, here's why I would have rolled the dice on Walker Kessler like the Lakers did. He's 23.
Right.
So if he pops, you get him for 10 years.
Yeah.
But if he's already injury prone at 23, when he's supposed to be his healthiest, that is where I have a little bit of
You would be worried. But
yeah.
but would you have done nothing? Would you have just come back with DeAndre Ayton?
Or you tried to get Jalen Duren. I think they probably could have pushed a little harder onto that Pistons deal. I know the Pistons said that they would match anything, but I think they seemed to be like one or the other, and they push harder on the other.
And then unless Luka, and again, constant communication with Rob Pelinka this summer, unless Luka said, well, we could get Duren, no, Walker Kessler. You know, I can't believe that a single player on this roster was not signed off on by Luka Doncic. I would be shocked. And first of all, it would be dumb not to. I mean, this is your franchise player. This is a partnership.
I wouldn't worry. Yeah, you just said the word. I wouldn't worry about Luka not being on board because Rob has always said from his first year on the job that he looks at star players as a partnership rather than an employer-employee relationship.
Yep.
And you always hear guys like the guys in Boston. Somebody asked Brad Stevens the other day, what did Jason Tatum have to do with the Jaylen Brown trade? And Brad Stevens said 0. That's not true.
No, it's not true.
They ran it by Jason Tatum.
Of course they did.
But I think Rob involves his stars when he's about to make a big move. And now we're kind of down to one star.
Right.
I mean, it's Luka. We're hoping Austin and
Boston.
Kessler develop into that, but we'll see. And you know, going back to why Kessler it might be a good fit with Luka, he was 4th in the NBA last. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, he
in
only
lobs,
played 5 games
in receiving lobs, and Luka last year was number 1 in assists via the lob.
Right.
And you know who else was really good at that? Kuminga.
Oh.
So if they can get
I saw some video clips of him today.
So
yeah.
I don't know if the Kuminga thing is real or not, but if they get him, he'd be another lob threat for Luka.
By the way, latest on Kuminga is that they are trying to work out. It sounds like they're trying to work out. It's been reported a sign and trade with Atlanta. In the scenario I saw, it would be a first-round pick swap, their last one.
That's the only one they have left. Yeah.
Along with Jared Vanderbilt for Jonathan Kuminga. That's the most recent report.
I think you might have to put another salary in there, maybe.
Although he's a free agent, why do you have to put another salary in?
For
Atlanta, they're not keeping Kuminga anyway.
Right, but if Kuminga wants to go to the Lakers, he wants to make more money, and this is the only way he can make more money. But it wouldn't be somebody consequential.
No, it would not be.
Or maybe you throw a second-round pick in there. I would do it. I think Kuminga would be a great fit.
I do too. I think they need another wing, and he fits the bill.
If they don't, then I think Cameron Carr or Adu Thero has got to maybe start and play 3 minutes.
Boy.
And they're probably not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
So Kuminga would help.
All right. Coming up next for you, going to do some icebreakers in the meantime.
Did Michael call it NM? Is he?
Yeah. Are we using Mike?
No, I blocked him.
By the way, today's answer, the.
Yeah. All right. So yesterday with those points, how far back am I now? Do you have
here it is. Let me find it.
Well, you can do it. You
didn't have a lot of points.
do it next.
Oh, you got -6.
Okay.
Mace has 6.
Okay.
Others have 19.
All right.
Brian isn't on the board.
So we'll do that coming up next. In the meantime, our friend Jacob Bimrani is the guy when it comes to anybody who's dealing with an accident of any kind. I mean, it could be an Uber, a Lyft. Those are really big right now.
And it doesn't have to be a vehicle accident, by the way. Remember, he was helping those people out with the chemical spill down in Orange County.
Yeah.
If you have been wronged in any way, if you're in a legal situation, call Jacob.
Yeah.
And the number's super easy.
Yeah, 800-345-6789. Again, you don't know, at a moment of crisis, after an accident, whatever it is, you don't know what to do. Your brain is scrambled.
Put that number in your phone right now, 800-345-6789. Then you don't even have to look it up. You just tell your phone, call Jacob.
And let him handle the entire thing, and you don't pay him unless he wins, and I promise you, he is going to get you the maximum compensation.
And a lot of lawyers are, what they used to call shysters.
Yeah.
Like guys that are on the take and don't care. Jacob's the opposite.
Yeah.
We've known him for a long time. And nothing says Jacob is the opposite more than this.
Yep.
You only pay unless he wins. Okay, he wins, you pay. That's it.
800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
By the way, that rep's like 4'11", right?
Tops! It's unbelievable. You
I
can
didn't see
barely
it in person.
see him.
We all know Travis loves a good height shaming.
It is unbelievable.
What's tall for you, Trav?
Tall?
Yes, like what is a number that says, okay, you're tall?
I think 6'2" and over is tall.
Most guys fudge the numbers.
I bet you this guy does.
Oh, no, this guy's 4
This guy's probably lying to claim 5'4".
It's like 3 kids
There's
inside
no
a referee.
chance he's 5'4".
Here's the rule.
Because soccer players are small to begin with.
Whenever you get to 5'9" and below, just subtract 2 with whatever anybody tells you.
It's 3.
If they say 5'5", we're talking a 5'3" situation.
So it's like 3 kids inside a referee's uniform?
Like with the trench coat? Yeah.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Summer of soccer is here, and there's no better place to watch than Rockin' Brews. Catch every match on massive LED screens with surround sound, drink specials, and game day favorites like our new El Clasico burger. Whether you're backing Team USA or cheering on your home country, grab your crew, raise a glass, and catch every match at Rockin' Brews, serving those who rock. Visit rocketbrews.com for your nearest location.
All right, if building a winning culture was a sport, Mike Capozio's got a championship banner hanging at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Well said, Travis. But it starts with the people. Believe in your team and they'll deliver every time.
And that's exactly what happens. Award-winning dealership, massive SoCal presence. So what's the secret, Mike?
No secret, Travis. No secret at all. Just do the right thing by your customers, give them what they want, make it easy, and stand behind it.
And that is how dynasties are built.
Come see us in Fontana off the 210 freeway at Sierra or online at RotoloChevy.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. Get a free oil filter and more during the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone, now through July 27th.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
When we started Oakland Roots Sports Club, we needed a strong foundation. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. They're the team behind our team. With Gusto, we stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves. I'm Idris Argandawal, co-founder of Oakland Roots and Gusto customer since 2018.
See why 500,000 businesses trust Gusto for payroll, HR, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com/roots.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right, that's right, the big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers, presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
In honor of Michael's icebreakers, should we now answer with like the Jeopardy answer, like who is so and so?
I think we should run away from Michael
Yesterday it would have been
not
who is
towards him.
who.
Okay,
Yeah.
here it is. I gave the update last segment for 10 points. I was born in 1941 in New Jersey. I was nominated for 1 Oscar, and it was for the Wild Thornberrys movie. Brian, you know the Wild Thornberrys?
Yeah, not the movie, though.
Okay, it's a good movie. Nickelodeon. Anyway, for 9 points, I appeared on Sesame Street, and I've also appeared in the sketch show Portlandia.
God, I love that show, but
I love it.
Okay.
For 8 points, I studied English at Queens College, and I'm also ambidextrous.
I'm going to just take a shot because I'd
Go ahead.
like to get some points. I'll try Morgan Freeman.
That's incorrect.
I'll take a shot here, too. Fred Armisen.
That is incorrect.
I thought about that, Brian, but he's not. He's too.
Oh, that's
he wasn't born in
40.
I also
1941.
said appeared, not started.
Yeah, he's
I
not
probably
80
would have.
He's not 85.
Yeah, but
Okay.
good guess for
All
so
right.
far.
Ooh, I got the.
So
the
it's all
me
you.
and Em,
It's all
let's
you.
go.
Okay, for 7 points. In my mid-teens, I recorded the song "Hey Schoolgirl" under the name Tom and Jerry, a name given to me by Big Records. The single reached number 49 on the Billboard charts.
Still have no idea.
Okay. For 6 points, I have received Kennedy Center honors in 2002, and I was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1982. I'm feeling you're going to get this one. For 5 points, I was once married to Carrie Fisher. I am also known often for my work on the soundtracks of movies.
I was once married to Carrie Fisher.
I thought this one was going to give it away.
How do I not know this?
For 4 points.
Okay.
I was the host of the second episode of Saturday Night Live, and I opened the first SNL episode after September 11th with a song I performed.
All right, I think I've got it.
I think you do.
It's Paul Simon.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It is Paul Simon. He was interesting.
I'd forgotten that he was married to Carrie Fisher.
I don't even recall that he was.
Yeah.
And then Tom and Jerry was actually with him in Garfunkel, but I didn't want to give away that he is like known for a
With
duo.
Garfunkel,
That was going to
right.
be later
Yeah.
on.
Right.
See,
So,
Michael, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
I only got 4 points, though, right?
Yeah,
But
so you're still negative 2.
All right, but that's okay because Mason's on vacation next week, and I'm storming back against the others. Do you know who's filling in for Mace yet next week?
It's like a mixture of people. It's not one person. So you got a little
Okay.
Ramona, a little Geeter. I think an Andy's in there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm not giving up on the month.
You know what's interesting today? This date, July the 9th, is the birthday of one of the most beloved people in the world and one of the most reprehensible people that ever lived.
Okay.
Tom Hanks is 70, and it's O.J. Simpson's birthday.
No kidding. Tom Hanks and OJ have the same birthday.
God.
Also, my high school friend Scott Swan, who is a news anchor in Indianapolis. Happy birthday, Scott.
Hey, Scott. Is he a regular listener?
I doubt he's ever listened to this show in his life.
Hey, Scott.
But a lot of people know him.
Well,
Yeah.
they're all cancers, so
Okay.
that's a sign.
As am I.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you are too. Your birthday's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not going to be here. Next Wednesday.
Next
I'll be
Wednesday.
here.
What are we getting, John? Are we all pitching in?
Sure.
Let's all pitch in.
Okay.
Venmo me a bunch of cash, and I'll go buy
Me
something.
and Brian will pitch in a lot less than Mason will
Yeah,
pitch in.
I have a feeling.
Hey, so last night, if you're watching the Dodgers game, and we've got sports graffiti coming up for you in just a minute. If you're watching the Dodgers game, you know that in the first inning, the fearsome hitter Alex Call was at the plate.
This was interesting.
And ended up challenging 2 pitches
back to
back before striking out. So the Dodgers essentially, when I say the Dodgers, I mean Alex Call, used all of their challenges for the entire game in one at bat in the first inning.
And
Now,
only a batter or a catcher can challenge, right?
Correct.
Can a pitcher challenge?
Yes. Pitcher can too.
Okay, those are the only 3 people on the
But
field.
typically it is the catcher because they see it a little better than the pitcher does. It's less likely the pitcher challenges than the catcher.
Right. So what should the strategy be for using these things? I think about it in the context of NBA games, and when you use your coach's challenge, does it make sense to use it in the first quarter or the first inning
Not
in
to
this
me.
case?
What I would do is the only time I would use a challenge early in the game is if there is runners in scoring position,
right,
and you think you can get them home.
Yeah.
I can't remember when Alex Call did that if there were runners in scoring position, but I would never, Mace, under any circumstances, use 2 in the same at bat.
No, God, especially if you're Alex.
And how many do you
nothing
get?
against Alex
And
Call.
by the way,
but he's
there's runners
Alex
on
Call.
first and second.
There were runners on first and second. Okay, were there 2 outs?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe he thought he could blow the game open.
There was 1 out.
There's 1 out.
Yeah, no matter what.
Like for NBA challenges, Michael and I think even though you think you're right and you know you're right, why ever use
Save
a challenge in the first
But
half?
I will say it's a little different for basketball than for baseball because your highest leverage time, like all your runs could be scored in one inning in baseball,
it could
as
be the
opposed to
first
basketball,
inning.
which is like always your high leverage at the end of a game. Your high leverage could be in the third inning.
Yeah, you can break up a game, break open a game in the 3rd or the 5th or the 7th or whenever.
I was torn last night.
Yeah.
So, little back, guys, you guys know I'm friends with Eric Karros,
right?
Who was calling the game for the
Eric
Dodgers. And Kyle, his son, went to high school with my son, Jack. He went to Miracosta in Manhattan Beach.
Yep.
Last night, he was having a big game. He homered early.
Yep.
He doubled early. And then, with the game on the line, the game was tied at 3 in the 8th. And Kyle came up with the bases loaded. And half of me wanted him to deliver, and half of me wanted him to make an out because I was rooting for the Dodgers. Eric has to walk the line very carefully. He very rarely ever talks about Kyle. It's kind of like when Michael does Clay's games.
Yep.
But would I have been a bad fan if I had rooted for Kyle Karros to hit a grand slam and the Dodgers would have lost?
We got 60 wins.
Yeah.
We're
So,
pretty good.
I was,
Pretty
and
good.
by the way, that
By the
ends 13 straight. They finally have an off day today, right?
Can I say this about your friend Eric Karras' son, Kyle?
Yeah.
Really developing as a player this year.
Yeah,
His
third
average
baseman.
is up into the 260s, his on-base percentage into the 350s.
His brother is a pitcher in the Dodger organization. So
okay.
we may have two Karrases up
Yeah,
pretty soon.
nice. All right, so I wanted to get to one last thing here before we go to Sports Graffiti, and we can open the phones, 877-710-ESPN. This is a little update on where the Lakers are on Jonathan Kuminga and if they should be excited about it. Here's Brian Windhorst.
The getting excited about Jonathan Kuminga has been an annual right now for like 5 years. So that does not mean that he won't have a great year. I'm just telling you, for 5 years, I've listened to how Jonathan Kuminga is going to have a breakout season.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am just going to wait back and watch. And, if you're acquiring a guy, 2 weeks into July, there's a reason why you're acquiring him 2 weeks into July. Which is, by the way, what I said last year about DeAndre Ayton.
Mm-hmm.
Two teams had punted on Ayton in the previous 2 years, and the team that had him was willing to pay him money to not have him there. And so when he came in, I felt it was a better, I think, what did they give him? $6 million, I think, $6 or $7 million.
6, 7.
6, 7.
That's from the Morales Morning Show.
That value to get a player of that talent level for that monetary value was good work, but there's a reason why he was sitting out there and teams were moving on from him. So I would say the same thing about Kuminga. He has been traded and released, just like Ayton was traded and released twice in the past, 6 months.
All right, here's the difference.
Yeah. What's
and
the
I
difference?
like Windy a lot, and I think he makes
By
a
the
lot
way,
of sense.
that was from
there.
the Morales Morning Show.
DeAndre Ayton was 30.
Yeah.
Jonathan Kuminga's 23.
Huge swing, yeah.
Jonathan Kuminga hasn't popped yet. Now, he may never pop, to Windy's point. But I would feel better about rolling the dice on Jonathan Kuminga than DeAndre Ayton because we had a 10-year sample size on DeAndre Ayton.
And you can develop Jonathan Kuminga. Player development is going to be really important to this much younger Lakers roster. All right.
If I was Kuminga, I would take the Laker deal just because he'll get starters minutes here. His problem in San Francisco when he played for the Warriors wasn't that he couldn't play. It's that he had to eat fourth.
Right.
He had to eat behind Steph, Clay, Draymond, all those guys. And in Atlanta, same thing. Jalen Johnson and Zachary Ricochet and Nika Kongwu and all those dudes. Dyson Daniels.
I think you're making up names.
Okay. But
I never knew that's how you pronounce that one guy's name. I always call him Rissacher.
Zachary Ricochet?
Yeah, I call him Rissacher.
Former #1 overall pick in the draft.
Yeah, crazy.
Probably drafted a little too high.
I think so. I think so. All right, so open the phones, 877-710-ESPN. New look Lakers, World Cup about ready to get underway, quarterfinals. It's Morocco versus France, that game being played in Foxborough. And it's going to, I think, start in about 10 minutes or so. First quarterfinal matchup. Also, anything that we talked about. How, if you're the Dodgers, should you use your challenges? Alex Call did not use them wisely last night. Justin Robleski, is he going to squeeze his way onto the All-Star team? All that stuff. 877-710-ESPN. Open phones, whatever you want. 710-ESPN. Oh, you know what? Oh, God. The place to watch the World Cup, Cosm. The World Cup has been so exciting. It's been so much fun to follow. And I'm telling you, at Cosm, it's bigger than life. If you watch a World Cup game at Cosm, like let's say you're there for over in Inglewood for the big game tomorrow between Belgium and Spain, you can watch it from inside an 87-foot wraparound LED dome. And you'll feel like you're on the pitch. I've been there. I mean, I go to Cosm all the time. It's the most spectacular spot to watch sports. It will change the way you view sports forever. All the World Cup games. The baseball all-star game, the home run derby, all that stuff you can watch at Cosm. And if you want a complete schedule of all the events coming up, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. Again, World Cup all the way to the final. Baseball all-star game, baseball home run derby, all that stuff at Cosm. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
LeBron has been the most criticized athlete of this particular generation.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Luka is not that. He's going to get a level of criticism if this thing goes sideways for some reason or another. Look, I don't think it's going to go sideways. I think they're going to be a playoff team. My questions is based on what the roster currently looks like. I wonder what it looks like in the postseason. But as I said yesterday, if this build resembles what the Dodgers build was under Andrew Friedman and when Mark Walter took over, it may take a minute. They'll be ultra competitive for a while, and then they'll make certain moves that will cement them into in the championship category. I don't necessarily believe they're there, but I don't think they're far away necessarily. I think they're about a player or so short.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Men, your health is the real MVP. Providence reminds you that many of the top health risks men face can go unnoticed. But annual checkups, screenings, and knowing your numbers can make all the difference. From staying active and eating well to prioritizing sleep and mental wellness, small steps can have a big impact. Providence brings together the best minds in men's health, keeping you in the game with trusted, compassionate care. Take control of your health like I did. Learn more at providence.org. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Los Angeles, your Rams have reloaded, and they're ready to kick off their 2026 campaign. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett joins reigning MVP Matthew Stafford to lead the Rams into massive matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, and more. To experience every matchup live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, plus interest-free monthly payment plans and stadium event pre-sale access, visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Get your Rams season tickets today.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason and Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason and Ireland?
Well, I love them because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Sports Graffiti time, and let's jump to the phones. We start out in Lake Forest with Cameron. Cameron, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Cameron.
So I don't know if you guys just heard that Kawhi Leonard trade has been put on hold.
Yes.
So I wonder if the league's really coming down with something hard the way they have to put it on hold.
Yeah, that we were thinking the same thing, but I think they're just doing it to cover. You know, if they were to announce something maybe surprising, like Kawhi's contract has been voided, or blah blah blah. Here's why.
Although stopping the trade indicates it could be more than slap
it could
on
be
the
more
wrist.
than slap. But here's something. Larry Tannenbaum, who runs the Raptors, is the head of the NBA Board of Governors.
Right.
So he's got a relationship. He works Adam Silver works for him.
Yep.
So I think he's got a pretty good idea about what's coming down the pike.
Yep. All right, let's go to Sean in Lomita. Sean, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Sean?
Hey, guys. Are you familiar? I got some good Simon and Garfunkel trivia.
I was just asking for people for some of this.
What
is it, Sean?
Okay, it's a good one. Okay, Art Garfunkel was attending Columbia University and had a friend there, a close friend who became blind. He went home and left school. Art brought him back to school, and every time he had lost his vision, and every time Art would walk around, the guy would come up to Art and say, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." And then he also funded.
And so that was the beginning of Sounds of Silence. Wow. That is a great story, Sean.
Sean.
That's where that came from. And what's happening with Bulldog? Is he going to be back on SNLA?
Oh, sure.
Did you hear him on the NBC? So what's
Yeah.
going on?
No. NBC is using local color guys when they do those national broadcasts. But the way the Dodgers broadcasts are structured, matter of fact, I was talking to Lon Rosen, who put together that whole broadcast team a couple of weeks ago. The way it's structured is he's got a bullpen full of announcers, both play-by-play and color, that he can plug in anytime he needs them. So, for example, he's got Joe Davis, he's got Steven Nelson, he's got Tim Neverett. Charlie Steiner, thank goodness, is coming back and doing a few games. He's been fighting a really tough health battle. But on the color side, Oral's the lead color guy. He'll do more than any of the games, but Karros is great. Jessica Mendoza is very good. Dontrell Willis does some games. Nomar does some games. So that absolutely Oral Hershiser is the lead analyst for the Dodgers on Sportsnet LA, but he's not going to do every game. That's what you're watching.
Yeah, let's go to Jason in Atlanta. Jason, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Mace? About a month ago, you were kind of low on Mookie Betts.
Yes, I was.
Thought that he should be moved down the order. He has improved vastly. I wanted to know what your thoughts are.
He has improved vastly.
16 games, he's done pretty well.
Yeah, I've got last 15, 267, 3 homers, 3 doubles, 2 homers, and 9 RBIs. Yeah, he's pulled out of it. Jason, which is good. Now, one of the interesting things, Jason, is that when he scuffled a lot, he was in the 2-hole. And this is a weird wrinkle.
Because everybody in the
2-hole just falls apart at the plate. Now, last night was an exception. They finally put Tommy Edman there, who I think is perfect for it, and he hit really well. But I think it might have been curse of the 2-hole, Jason, that Mookie's going to be okay after all. Let's go to Kenneth in Pasadena. Kenneth, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up?
Hey, guys. Hey, a question for you, Steve. You were saying before about donating your kidney.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're the right person, man, because you get hurt too much. If I take your kidney, I'll probably try to just step over the sidewalk and fall down.
Yeah.
You're too easily getting hurt.
But those two things aren't related.
What does my kidney have? You think my kidney is making me fall?
Hey, it's part of you, Steve. That's all I'm saying.
If
I take it, I may become like that.
You're right. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess my kidney is. Yeah, my kidney's still
prone?
Fair game. Fair game. Let's go to Sam in Anaheim. Hey, Sam, you're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing, man?
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
Great.
Good, Sam.
Could you guys find one American, a person that was born in America, that watches a soccer game and doesn't take a nap?
Me.
It's like watching paint dry.
No, but Sam, you're not getting into these World Cup games?
Man, come on. We've been playing soccer in America for almost 100 years, and you guys telling me we couldn't find one Tiger Woods style player that Tiger would change golf. We can't find someone in America that could change the direction of soccer in almost 100 years. There's a reason. Nobody cares about soccer, period.
Hey, Sam, I have a question for you.
Oh, hang on. Em wants to ask you something.
Hey, Sam, do you like baseball?
Yes.
Then how do you like baseball, which is also watching paint dry at times, and not like soccer? Soccer at least is continuous. There's no breaks. There's exciting moments. Baseball, you could have a game in which absolutely nothing happens. I feel like baseball fans should be fans of soccer as well.
But baseball is our game.
Yeah, our game.
And to Sam's point, soccer is the Europe's
game. The world's game.
Sam's being a hater.
Here's what I'll say, Sam. This happens every 4 years since 1930. I think this is the first time since '94 it has been here
So I just
in
thought about
America.
something. In 2030, it'll be 100 years of the World Cup.
Oh yeah, that's
the next
right.
World Cup.
The next World Cup. So I think, Sam, we should embrace the fact that the World Cup is here, that people are obviously into it. You see the clips all over the place. You don't have to watch the games, but recognize that it does have people excited.
The only reason that people in other countries, are excited about soccer is because there's basically nothing else to do in those other countries. Period. That's it.
All
Yeah,
right.
I actually think the World Cup's been highly entertaining.
And by the way,
does he have narcolepsy? Like, does he fall asleep at any moment? Because
Maybe.
you can't fall asleep watching these games. They're incredible. That Argentina game, that they
Right.
just scratched and clawed their way out. Incredible.
I would also point out, he said, there's nothing in all those countries. It's like, have you been to, there's something in
France,
every
Germany,
country.
yeah.
Every one of these
England,
countries
yeah.
has cool stuff. Let's go to Linwood and Renee. Renee, you're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing, Renee?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Great.
Yeah, you know how many people watch the Mexico and
Yeah, I
England
saw
game?
the number. It's
105 million.
over 50 million people watched it. That's incredible.
No, over 105 because they didn't count the Mexican fans in Mexico. So that's
right.
105 million.
probably
You're
a
right.
fair point.
Worldwide,
But-
definitely over 100, but here in the States, about 50.
By the way, Renee, did you agree with my take earlier in the show that if I'm a fan of Mexico, I'm not disappointed that they lost to England, other than you wanted them to advance, but they left it all on the field. The United States didn't. I think there was a difference in the way Mexico lost compared to the way U.S. lost. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that. But you know what? Mexico didn't have a good team. The U.S. did. So that's the difference.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Well, Mexico played better than we did in their exit game. I'll tell
But
you that
also
much.
went the same distance.
All right, so
And
here's
dominant.
distance.
Adam in Beverly Grove. He says, you have something you want to tell me about Italy, Adam.
Oh.
What do you want to tell me about Italy?
I just want to ask you, when you saw a basketball court in Italy, what else did you see on that basketball court?
I didn't see a basketball court when I was in Italy.
He was in
Really?
Lake Como.
I
There's
was
no
just there-
basketball there.
Yeah. I mean, Kobe
I
grew
was
up
just
over there.
Too. I was just there, too. And usually the basketball courts also have a soccer goal attached to the goal on top. So it's like the goal,
there you go.
soccer goal, and then another post, and then a basketball hoop. We don't treat soccer as like a street sport where the creativity, the imagination, the actual vision of how we play, how it develops. It's all in these pay-for-play academies where it's like you're doing these. We don't have that kind of imagination, and that's why we've never been able to break through. And it's because there's not a street sport here. It's not a creative sport. It's
Right.
all
We don't live
about
and die
getting
with
into these
soccer like
systems,
they do
you
in
know?
other countries. Yeah, I get it, Adam. Thanks.
Yeah, I do think what we played earlier from Landon Donovan does mean something. And by the way, it's not just soccer. I don't have kids, John. Youth sports is expensive regardless
Yeah,
of sport,
really
right?
expensive, actually.
Yeah. Let's go to our friend Solomon in Lake Balboa. Hey, Solomon, what's up?
Hey, I'm good, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to switch gears here a little bit, if that's okay.
Yep.
What's your take on Kuminga here? I'm not getting a real good feeling. It's either one of the two things. He's a head case, which I always had a feeling he was a little bit, or the Lakers are playing games with him, and he's getting a little pissed off.
Well,
What's
to your
coming down with him?
Solomon, to your second point, the Lakers are playing games with them. The Lakers have only so much money they can spend. That's it. They're capped out. They're not going over the second apron for Jonathan Kuminga. So I think they've explained to him, here's how much money we have. We want you to take it, and we'll give you starters minutes. Now, Kuminga needs to make a decision. And, Mace, what would you do in this situation? Let's say the Lakers offer you 2 years, 20.
Okay.
But the Brooklyn Nets offer you 3 years, 35.
Okay, that's a really interesting question. So one of those options, I can be a starter for the Lakers, and the other option is
you go to
I
Brooklyn.
can drop from the face of the earth.
Right. So I think for a little more money, there are times in your career that you got to make decisions that are about more than just money.
Yeah.
And and I think the Lakers are appealing to that and hoping he takes it. But we'll see. I don't think he's a head case because he hasn't given us an answer.
No. I mean,
that's a hard decision
These
for
are
somebody.
big decisions for anybody. Let's go to Abe in L.A. Abe, you're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing, Abe?
Hey, just driving home after work.
So what's on your mind?
So, first of all, big fan. This is my first time calling in, but been a big fan of the show,
Thanks,
the
Abe.
station since Max and Marcellus.
Thanks, man.
So, John, to your point earlier about Mexico fans being proud of the way Mexico did during the World Cup,
right?
You're absolutely right. Mexico has a good young core right now of players. Go back like a year and a half ago before the World Cup, we had zero expectation to where this team was going to be able to get even out of possibly the group stage, just like we did the previous World Cup. So to come out of the group stage as top of the group, completely scoreless, advance to the past the round, past into the fifth game, they by all means exceeded everybody's expectation. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
All right, very cool, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that game against England is probably the best game of the tournament.
I thought the Argentina game against
Egypt was great.
Was the best game of the tournament, but that's what it's one of those two.
It's one of those two.
Yeah.
And maybe Argentina, Cape Verde is also in that conversation in terms of memorable games, at least so far. You want to?
Let's take one more.
One more. Let's go to Robbie in Fullerton. Hi, Robbie. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Excellent. What's on your mind?
This call for John. John, why our Laker general manager, paying too much money for a player, and he goes to another team and he pay a lot less? Rui, for example, he's taking $18 million this year, and go to Clipper and get 20. Well, he got 28, or I'm sorry, how much he got?
Here's what, Robbie. Here's what I think. I think the Lakers made a commitment to get younger and more athletic, and I like Rui a lot. I was kind of hoping they would bring him back. I also like Marcus Smart, and I also like Luke Kennard.
Yeah,
I like all three of those guys. I was kind of hoping all three of them would come back. None of them came back, and it's because the Lakers have decided
new direction
to go younger and more athletic.
Yeah,
so that's the answer. You may not like the answer, but that's the answer.
Yeah. But, yeah, you're right. Rui signed 2 years, 28 with the Clippers.
So he actually took a pay cut.
He took a pay cut, yeah. Thank you for the call, Robbie. Yeah, I mean, look, we're getting younger. Can we now say what the gig is?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we made a concerted effort, Mason and I, not to say the word LeBron for the first hour and 17 minutes to see if someone else would bring it up. And no one did.
No one did.
So maybe we can finally move past it.
Maybe the world is moving on.
We never said that word. Not even going back
we did talk around it.
Yeah, we never said it. And to the credit of the Sports Graffiti crew, they didn't either.
Absolutely.
So maybe we can now finally declare this a LeBron-free zone.
LeBron-free!
At least until he signs, because we'll have to cover
We'll have
that.
to mention that.
Yeah.
We'll do a little breaking news sounder
Yeah.
and tell you where he lands. All right. Coming up next for you. We know that Erling Haaland is like one of the big breakout stars of this tournament. Could you eat like Erling Haaland?
It's crazy.
I've got his daily diet coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. Have you become a part of the ESPN LA Blue Crew? Well, if you haven't, why haven't you? The Blue Review presented by LAX. Each weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. with me, Gregory Arthur Bergman, thanks, Cappy, and Marcus Grant. We're talking Dodgers baseball first thing in your day and getting you warmed up for the Sedano and Cap morning show. The Blue Review on our ESPN LA YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Weekdays at 6:30 a.m. Live and always on demand. Your home for real Dodgers talk, ESPN LA.
Hey, sports fans, it's Sua Cravens, and I want to tell you about my newest and favorite place, Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market.
I have 11 locations from LA to OC to Encinitas to choose from and to shop.
And they have the largest selection of everyday proteins, sides, over 400 types of grinds, and of course, a large selection of exotic meats and seafood. The largest variety in one meat and seafood market. Amazing prices and products from all over the world. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, quality meat, wild prices.
Hey guys, it's John Ireland. In all my years of covering sports, one thing is for certain. Great teams walk in with a playbook. So why face your family's future without one? Globe Life makes protecting the people you love simple. And with Globe Life, it's never been easier. You can apply for coverage online or with an agent in just minutes. No complicated strategy, just straightforward protection from a name you already trust. Get your free quote today at globelifeinsurance.com.
ESPN LA fans, join us Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for the Kickin' It at the Park tailgate party as we broadcast live with the Sedano and Cat Morning Show. Come tailgate for the quarterfinal and unforgettable final World Cup game at SoFi. Cheer on your team and enjoy HBC's new outdoor bar. Hollywood Park Casino, the only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7 is LA's hottest card room, and it just got hotter during the epic Summer of Soccer. Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow us at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Kick off your Friday with ESPN LA. Join the Sedano and Cat Morning Show live from Hollywood Park Casino on Friday, July 10th from 7 to 10 a.m. Be part of the pre-match celebration before one of the summer's biggest international soccer matches. Enjoy the energy, connect with fellow fans, and get ready for an unforgettable afternoon of soccer. Start your match day with ESPN LA at Hollywood Park Casino. Powered by Milagro Tequila. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, LA, it's Bethel Duran, and let me tell you about the summer deals that are sizzling right now at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. How about a brand new 2026 Tacoma for just $259 a month for 36 months plus tax? $259 for a brand new Toyota Tacoma? It's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Tacoma model 7146. Total SRP $39,199. Lease and purchase amount of $29,007. $49.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer dock fee of $80. Offer ends 7/31/2026.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV. But if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
We talked about it, about switching Mason Ireland to Ireland, and Mason
that just wouldn't
and
even sound
Mason
right.
lost his mind.
Oh, yeah,
no, that's why I made $1 more than he did.
He makes $1 more than me.
We negotiated that 30 years ago.
Yeah, and it's worth it every single year.
Mason and Ireland, right now.
John, one of the most important films in modern American history was released on this date in 2004. This song plays a huge role.
It's one of two things. It's either Anchorman or 40-Year-Old Version.
It's Anchorman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anchorman. What a great... I love the movie Anchorman. To the point where my dogs are named Ron and Veronica after the lead characters in Anchorman. It is filled with so many funny lines. I mean, and it is such a classic movie. Em, do you get that movie? Do you get it?
I love it.
Oh,
of course I get that movie.
Well, I mean, I
was
never know.
8 years old when it came out.
I never know if you get it or you don't get it. Brian, are you an Anchorman fan?
Oh, huge fan.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's.
Look at him.
San
Of course
Diego,
he
you know?
is.
Come on, that's what it is.
Go F yourself, San Diego.
You know what this song is also in?
What?
It was also misinterpreted in the show Glee. Because Emma tries to do it. She's like, oh, it's just about like a sweet treat. And then he's like, no, Emma, this isn't about a sweet, like, baked good.
Oh, yes. No, it is not about that. Yes.
We'll leave it to you to look it up as to what it's actually about.
One last nugget on this song. In the 70s, there were a lot of variety shows, right? That was a big thing. Everybody's, Sonny and Cher and Donnie and Marie and all that stuff. Starland Vocal Band, based on this one hit record, got their own variety show in the 70s.
Is it like a podcast these days? It's like if you get like a little bit famous, you can have a podcast?
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of other people who had variety shows. Flip Wilson had one.
Flip Wilson.
Remember that?
Oh, that was great. Well, Carol Burnett is
Carol
the classic.
Burnett's was probably the most famous. Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke had one too, right?
I don't know if Dick Van Dyke.
I know he had the Dick Van Dyke Show where he was married to Mary Tyler
And
Moore.
he tripped over the ottoman.
Yeah.
Every time. You'd think he'd figure it out. All right. Tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Oh, this is cool. 8 p.m. tonight, Road to the Cup here on ESPN LA. Dave Deno, Mario Ruiz bringing you the latest news and previews and reaction from soccer's biggest tournament. Road to the Cup is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you. Coming up next, Greg Bergman's going to stop in.
I thought you were going to tell us about Erling Haaland and his diet.
All right, I thought we were up against it, but all right.
We have a couple more minutes.
All right, fine, I'll do it.
We're never really up against it.
Yeah, I don't know. They tell me I'm supposed to follow the clock a little bit. So Erling Haaland obviously is one of the big breakout stars of the World Cup tournament. He is, if you've not seen him, he looks every bit the part. When he gets out there and he bangs on the drum, everybody rows. He is in contention for the Golden Boot. I think he's got 6 goals so far in this tournament, right, Em? 6 goals for Erling Haaland?
Yes.
Now, he is a beast of a guy. He stands 6'5". He weighs somewhere between 194 and 205.
Yeah, he's a
just
tank.
like me. 194 to 205, I fit in there too. And as a professional athlete, he's always trying to remain, obviously, in peak physical condition. And he eats 6,000 calories a day. Now, I keep track of my calories, John. I ate 1,600 calories yesterday because I'm trying to cut weight a little bit before vacation.
Okay.
He's eating 6,000 calories
Could
a day.
not do it.
He eats ancestral foods. He eats steak, eggs, fish, pasta cooked without oil, raw milk, and this is the big one, organ meat.
No, thank you.
So he eats primarily liver and heart. Those are apparently his favorite organs.
Very Viking coded.
Full protein, I would imagine, with the organs. He also crushes a shake of kale, spinach, and milk. I can't stand green drink. I just don't do. And he eats a lot of salmon. Have you ever? I am of the school that liver and onions is.
All right, let me interrupt for a second.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe has a penalty shot.
Let's stop it.
He was tripped going into the box. It's 0-0 between France and Morocco. This is the first game to get you into the round of it puts you in the final four, right? Do you win this game?
There are 8 left. This next one is the final 4, the semifinal.
All right,
and he's about to make this.
He's
well, you would have said that about Messi too.
Yeah. But
Kylian
Mbappe is generally regarded as the best player in the world. Messi had a penalty kick 2 days ago. He missed it. It was his second penalty kick miss. I would bet a lot of money.
Me too.
On Mbappe to make this kick.
It's the 27th minute. The score is 0-0. This is in Foxborough. Quarterfinal matchup between Morocco and France. And again, Kylian Mbappe, who's another
Would you go right,
contender
left, or kick it right down the middle and let the goalie jump out of the way?
I would do that stupid stutter step.
No, you shouldn't. That's the worst.
I would do the stutter step.
You mess yourself up.
I think
you would fall on your face.
I think most of the time for a right-footed kicker, the goalie jumps to his right because he thinks you're going to try and hook it in there.
Yeah.
So I'd go low right. Because if you kick it a little high, it'll still go in. I would never go high because every time people try and go high,
they go
it
too
either
high.
hits the crossbar or goes over the head.
Yeah.
And so that it becomes a completely different thing. But we'll give you a little. It's not legal.
It's not legal, but we'll tell you if it goes in or
We'll give you
not.
a little play-by-play. Mbappe lining up. He does do the stutter step, and he
misses.
misses.
That's
and he
why
did
you don't do the stutter step.
He did what I suggested too. He went low right, and the goalie guessed
low right.
The stutter step messes you up as much as you mess up the goalie. It is absolutely
that was a great
terrible.
save.
What's weird is it didn't look like he kicked the ball as solidly as
Because he
could
thought
have,
he was going to miss the goalie. The goalie was going to go the other way. The goalie saw it right away. This is why you don't stutter step going to kick the ball.
I'd be a big stutter step guy. All right.
You miss every time.
29th minute. They are still 0-0 as Mbappe misses the penalty kick. We'll keep you up to date on that, and we're bringing Bergman in here next. Talk some Dodgers. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right. You've heard me talking about Life Source water. City water in Los Angeles sucks. It's got chlorine and other chemicals. That's exactly why I made the switch to a Life Source whole house water system. So did Chris Morales. LifeSource cleans and conditions the water from every tap in your home, every single one. So you're drinking, cooking, showering, and washing in healthier water every single day. Best thing is no salt, no regular maintenance, no worrying about harsh city water drying out your skin. I made the switch and I'm never going back. You hear Morales and I talking about it. The water is so great that when we get out of the shower, we do a happy dance and then suck on the tap. LifeSource water will make you feel that good about life. Call them at 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Again, 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
I'm pulling in yesterday to the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Right.
Imagine pulling into the LA Fairgrounds.
And you're like,
the Orange
hey,
County
guys,
Fairgrounds.
I'm the engineer for the broadcast
Oh,
coming
no,
up.
no, worse. Wait, it's worse.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
They're tearing down the corn dog stand and the fried Oreo cookie stand. And security is like, where are you going? And people are looking at me like, what are you doing? Now, I have a media pass that says news media. It's from 2001. Okay? All right? It's this bright orange thing. By the way, it was never legit. I made it myself.
By the way, I've been with him when he's used this to park at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, no, I know.
Amazing.
It's great. It's great. And so I had
But you used that pass that you made
He just
in
drives through.
2001.
He drives through and is like, media.
Right.
At
News
Dodger
media.
Stadium.
Yes. Right. Correct. News media. Right.
I've been with him.
And
it's
it
amazing.
and it actually says on it member number, and it says 007. Okay.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
You want to talk about a winning locker room? Rotolo Chevrolet is stacked.
That's the goal, Travis. Build a team that shows up every day ready to win for the customer.
And you trust them to do it.
100%. When your people know you've got their back, they take care of everything else.
That's why people like me keep coming back. It's not just buying a car, it's an experience.
Exactly. Great people, great culture, and we make every customer drive away happy. Come see us in Fontana off the 210 freeway at Sierra or online at rotolochevy.com.
DraftKings is live in all 50 states. That means us, California. Win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in California, so whether you're catching the early kickoff, before work, the late match at the bar, you're in on every single minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in California, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. And new DraftKings customers, sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code LA710 in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
Payoff pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back! It's on its way! Out of here! Miguel Rojas!
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
I would totally stutter step. I'd be like,
You'd be absolutely a stutter stepper.
stutter step.
But only because you can't run. You
Yeah, no, I
Part-
trip a little bit on my way to the.
You would actually be walking. Yes, exactly. You'd be tripping as you're walking up to the ball.
Boy, wouldn't I fool him? Wouldn't I fool him? That guy just fell down and kicked.
And would be screaming at you from the sideline. It would be amazing.
Yeah, she all capped. Stop the stutter step. So Bergman's in the house here, and Greg, last night we had a really unusual moment in the first inning.
Yeah,
where Alex Paul, who is the most fearsome hitter on this Dodgers roster,
he's the most fearsome walker. He walks really well.
Is that what he was?
Well,
he's a good walker.
In the at bat in question, he struck out.
Yeah, he did strike out
after challenging twice.
Yeah, it was.
So what should the strategy be?
The strategy should be that I think I heard you.
If your name is not Freeman, Betts, or Ohtani, don't you?
I think that's a big part of it, but also I wouldn't give it to Ohtani very much because he also strikes out.
Muncie's a guy that
would be
knows the
great.
Zone.
He knows the strike zone really well.
Every single time.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with Muncie, but I think the strategy for me is it has to be in a big moment. I think I heard you, John, talking about it a little bit. It can be in the first inning if it's something that could blow the game open.
Right.
Like let's say when they had bases loaded and it was a pitch that could have been a strikeout, but instead it could have been a ball. That's something to challenge because if it's a ball, you get another shot at getting a hit and bringing in a run. In this situation, Alex Call is not going to be the guy to drive in runs very often. He does sometimes, but he's not the guy that you're worried about so much. When I said that he walks,
France had their best chance, but
they've been on attack this entire game.
The goalie saved it. Still 0-0 in the 35th minute. Sorry, Greg.
No, you're fine. So because Alex Call walks a lot, he bat flips when he walks. Like that's his whole thing.
Sure.
So I wouldn't. Him doing that twice in a row after the first one was just mind-boggling.
Now, do you believe in the save it to the end of the game strategy?
No, I think you should save it for a moment when you absolutely need it. First inning and I think it was 1 or 2 outs, and
they were threatening to blow the game open. Though I think it was already 3-0.
It was first and second. It was 3-0. It was first and second, and but again, it was Alex Call in that situation. The first one. Fine. I'll give you that first one.
Okay, the first one.
First one. Okay.
Did you see as soon as he got the second one, Karros? No. What are you doing?
He calls it a BS challenge.
Yeah.
So that was the wrong time to do it. But I think if that first one, fine. I understand that's what you want to do. It looked like it was off the zone. It just was millimeters at the top corner. But I think it's more important to figure out when you're doing it in the right moments.
All right, what letter grade would you give Roki Sasaki? Started shaky, kind of got it together. What did you think of him last night?
That's a C.
It's a B.
I'm with Greg.
It's
was it 6 innings or 7 innings?
It was 6 innings.
You gave him
6 innings, 3 earned runs.
You gave him 2 home runs in the first 2 innings.
6 innings, 3 runs is a quality start.
That is a quality start if you're just looking at just the numbers. If you're watching him pitch, it's a bad start. And what he was doing in those first 3 innings, he was a mess. He was all over the place. He couldn't find the plate. They were just, when he did find the middle of the plate, they were smacking it. He was getting hit. He was giving up hits. He was giving up walks. He was wild. And then the back half of it was good. It looked like he did about a month ago when you were like, oh, my God, look at this guy.
I think
so. In that sense, it's a C. It's in the middle. It was not terrible, and it was not great.
But you agree, keep rolling him out there.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. I saw something today that is a little scary. Who do you think the favorite is right now to get Tarek Skubal?
Who has the most stuff is the Dodgers, but I don't think they're the favorite. So let's say the Phillies.
Even worse.
How about Milwaukee?
Oh, Milwaukee would be
Mizorowski, Skubal, Woodruff.
Well, Woodruff
Harrison.
is still not healthy.
He's only on the 15-day.
Yeah, but they don't know what's wrong with him. They keep trying to figure it out, and they can't figure it out.
But if you're coming at me with Skubal and Mizorowski, that's a scary-ass series.
Oh, yeah, that is absolutely scary. I still like the Dodgers pitchers better with Shohei, Snell, Yamamoto. I think you have a better 1, 2, 3. I think it's even. That is a very close 1, 2, 3, but I like the Dodgers more, especially with what they've done in the last couple of years. Also, Milwaukee, they beat you by like cuts, right?
Yes.
They just get on base and they keep moving guys around, and we've seen just in the playoffs last year that doesn't always work. The Dodgers know how to beat those types of teams. They did it against Toronto and against the Brewers.
See, one of the reasons I think they should figure out a way to trade for Skubal is
to block people.
Keep away.
Yeah.
I don't want to face Skubal Mizorowski in the first 2 games of a playoff series with Milwaukee.
No, I get that completely, but
and he's an elite starting pitcher.
So how much are you willing to give up for Skubal? So you have to give up a start. You have to give up starters or major league ready players.
Do you? Is that what Detroit wants?
What I would assume so. They would want somebody that's
They
in the
probably
major
want
league.
like Casey Sheehan or Justin Robleski, one of those guys.
Right. So I'm okay with giving up Sheehan, but like, would you be willing to give up Justin Robleski, maybe Justin Robleski and Emmett Sheehan and a couple of guys without without knowing whether or not Skubal is going to resign?
Well,
first of all,
no, I think you have to have a conversation with his agent.
His agent is Scott Boras.
Yeah,
who
but-
likes to go to free agency.
Right.
Oh, he's probably got a
so you just
100-page book.
Right.
Yeah, you just have that. You just had that conversation with Scott and saying, hey, traditionally you let your players go to free agency. Is that what you're doing here? And you weigh that into the decision. Now, but
And
here's
if you're Scott Boras, you say, okay, well, yes, that's what we typically do, and I plan on doing that. Give me a reason why I'm not going to do this.
okay. So here's the question I have: what do you do if the Tigers ask for Dalton Rushing?
I think
because
you give him
we are. But wait a minute. We're hearing nothing about Will Smith. Nothing at all. Not getting better, not getting worse. He's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
How concerned? I mean, are you not at least a little concerned that he might be done for this year?
I don't think he's done. I think he started doing baseball activities again. So, but he's supposed to come back after the All-Star break. It seems like he's getting ready to come back.
I don't
But
think
also-
you can trade Rushing until
although
you know
I
what's
think-
going on
Here's
with
the
Will
thing.
Smith.
I just think he's got a stiff neck and the rest in him.
I think there's a lot of that in there as well.
A
I think
stiff neck that lasts 6 weeks.
So if you're going to,
Because this is the dress rehearsal and we're not really worried about Will Smith playing every day during the heart of the season.
think about it. Let's say so. Right now, the Dodgers are 14 games up on the Diamondbacks, or
Right.
the Padres. Actually, I forget which one goes back and forth. Let's say it wasn't 14 games. Let's say it was 4 games. Do you think Will Smith would be playing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's your answer right there.
I mean, honestly, Blake Snell's coming back sometime around
Edwin
the 1st
Diaz
of
is
August.
coming-
Edwin Diaz is 1st of
Tyler
August.
Glasnow will show up whenever he feels like it.
Right at the end of August. I mean, seriously, those guys, they're just like, this is,
It's just the way
they are so good that they're winning without their guys and they're able to keep them fresh for the postseason. By the way, let me throw this at you. This is Scooble. Tigers will be looking for one elite top 10 to top 20 prospect, future all-star
Okay,
caliber.
we have about 12 of
We have
them.
many of them. A second top 100 prospect.
Okay, we have
We got
about,
lots of those.
About 75.
A
of them.
young major league player.
Yep.
So
See-
That's
would be-
Sheehan or Robleski.
Robleski. Maybe they asked for Pajes. I would say no. Dalton Rushing could be a part of that.
You would move Dalton Rushing?
I would move Dalton Rushing if you have to.
I would not. I would not. I think Dalton Rushing.
Okay, so
I think
so
he's your
play it
Will
out.
Smith insurance.
I'd move DePaula before I'd move Rushing. I'd move
Yeah,
Hope
anybody-
before I'd move Rushing.
Anybody in the minors, I'd move. But let's talk about Rushing for a second. So,
Yeah.
Will Smith is your catcher for the next 10 years.
Mhm.
Or not, probably, I guess that's 8 or 9 years
Yep.
now. But then you don't know what's going on with first base for Freddie Freeman. But as long as he wants to stay, he stays. Next year, do you still next year and the year after and the year after? How long do you keep Dalton Rushing as a 2-time-a-week player?
The argument I'm making is to trade him over the next 30 days, which is when the Scooble trade would go down.
Yeah.
Not even because it's an August 1st trade deadline, right?
Yeah, August 1st.
August 1 now, yeah.
Yeah. So less than that. Today is July 9th, so we're talking about 20 days. Over the next 20 days.
It's actually August 3rd.
Did they move
at
to
3
August 3rd?
p.m.
Okay, August 3rd.
August
3
3rd,
p.m.
okay.
So
I think
we've,
it has to be on a Monday.
yeah, so
Gotcha.
we've got about 20 days, a little more than that. 25 probably. I'm not comfortable trading Dalton Rushing until I know what's going on with Will Smith.
No matter
That's
what,
fair.
no matter what, you have to move. You have to get a catcher. Whether it's a minor league catcher, somebody that's coming up, they do not have minor league catchers that are
We're
ready
seeing
to
that
come up.
now, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have that. You don't have that backup. So no matter what, you would have to trade for a backup in general.
We
Whether
need,
it's
we need Ben Rortvedt back
so he's on the injured list. Last I
with
saw,
the Mets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's on the injured list. But yeah, he was great for like a month.
He was perfect for that run
he
last
worked,
year.
He worked really well. But if you're going to move Rushing, you need to bring somebody in that will be around for a while. You need like an Austin Barnes type.
Let me
AJ
throw
Ellis.
one more thing because clocks don't matter anymore. Let me
I
throw.
don't- when was the last time the clock did matter?
You are always on me about the clock.
Yeah, I come in here screaming at
Screaming,
you about the
clock.
You know the clock?
He actually throws a clock at me.
Yeah, you
I
come
do.
in and throw a
Well,
clock.
that's just because I want to throw stuff at
Okay, so 15 highest payrolls in baseball. Have you seen this?
you. No, I haven't.
Okay, John, 15 highest payrolls in baseball.
How many can we get before we?
No. I'm going to tell you
Okay.
that of the 15 highest payrolls in baseball, only 6 teams are above 500.
Really?
Only 6
Six
teams.
of the 15.
6 of the 15 top payrolls are over 500. Nothing for anybody else. Is this not a great argument that baseball does not need a salary cap?
Right, but
100%.
Yeah, but the owner. We all think that, but the owners are scared that the Dodgers are going to win the title every year.
But is the proof not in the pudding? I mean, this,
but
by
the
way,
Dodgers are still one of the 6.
This is a tribute to the Dodgers. Look how many teams have spent their money badly.
There's been
the
so many.
Dodgers have done it right.
Yeah, they deal with it the right way, bringing in the right guys that fit into the locker room the right way. If you look at this, happens all the time. It happened in Boston when they went out and they got Adrian Gonzalez and they had Adrian Beltre and they had Carl Crawford, all the dudes that we traded for. All those guys, that was a big, and they fell apart. The teams that usually spend a ton of money and just put players together don't work.
Like the Mets.
Yeah, the Mets is 2 years in a row now. They're at the highest payroll. They don't make it work.
Having said all that, and I think you're making a sound argument, do you personally believe that there's any chance there's no lockout next year?
No, but I think there's also no chance that the owners win.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Players beat them over a salary cap in 94. I think they will lose on a salary cap.
What I don't like
year.
about that means we're going to miss baseball for months.
We are for at least months.
I think we miss games. I really hope we don't miss too many because I think the owners also know that it would be so detrimental to the game.
Greg, they knew that in 94.
I think it's different. There was no social media. There was a lot of different things at play. There was so much money. You are now finally back at a place where baseball is popular again. It's a huge sport.
And baseball should be careful. Other owners should be careful. Because on a limited salary, let's say there's a salary cap. Give me Andrew Friedman every time to figure that out.
He's already done it.
In certain ways, the Dodgers might be more devastating on a salary cap. Look what Tampa did in Tampa.
But here's the problem. You just said there's not going to be a salary cap because the players won't accept
Right, no,
it.
I'm just throwing out there. Owners should be careful because I think the Dodgers will be even better in a salary capped world.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. If he's already done it in Tampa, why couldn't he do it here?
Tampa's still doing it.
If
I was the Angels, I'd go to Tampa. I'd say, who's your second in command? Come run the Angels.
Artie Moreno can afford that.
By the way, there's a winning culture for you, John. Winning culture top to bottom.
Here's the problem. If you bring in whoever that is, Artie would just meddle anyway.
Well, we were talking about this week, and I've never known how to pronounce this guy's name, but John Mozeliak, I think.
The guy from St. Louis.
The guy from St. Louis.
Mozeliak.
Does he have any power? Can he trade Mike Trout for some assets?
Well, he said right away, I'm not trading Mike Trout. He says, everybody's available. I'm not trading Mike Trout.
Yeah, stupid.
He's the guy that everybody wants and that could get the most.
Oh, of course.
Greg, he's an all-star every year, and they should trade him while he's still an all-star.
They should have traded Shohei Ohtani a year before he went to free
100%.
agency. He should have traded Mike Trout years ago and didn't do it. They're not going to trade Mike Trout unless Mike Trout says, I want to trade.
And that's, if I was Mike Trout at this point, I would say,
he should. He's never going.
Come on.
He's never going. He's too injured.
All right, Bergman, who brings us the Boys in Blue Report?
It is brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Tejon. It's also the best place to cheer on your favorite team. The easiest drive from downtown LA. You've done it. You've drove from downtown LA
absolutely
to Hard Rock Casino Tejon.
And I had a great time out there, too.
Yeah, straight shot. Super easy. Check us out on social. Check them out on social for details. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Thank you.
All right. Absolutely, man.
John just said, hey, I'm done.
John's just like done. Well, let's
done.
You and me do a little bit here. Now, what is your World Cup team?
So France, they're playing right now.
Oh, you've got.
This is the only chance I have. If they win the whole thing, I think I win the whole thing.
Yeah, they're going to win.
I mean, Laura is doing really well though.
Laura is.
She has like 25 points. I think I have like 19.
But her last team is about to go out. Morocco.
Oh, does she have Morocco?
She has Morocco.
Oh,
so
let's
she's
go
about to
France.
exit. And I've got Erling Haaland.
Oh, you have Norway?
Yeah.
Nice. They're playing Saturday at 2.
Against England, and I'm a little bit torn because Juan's stepdad is British.
Oh, so now you have.
So I get text messages all the time with little
just like
English
Harry Kane,
flags.
Harry Kane.
So I'm being Switzerland here.
What do you think of the row?
The row is awesome.
The Viking row. It's awesome. They did a really good job with it.
And did you see Holland on the drum? I mean, Holland is just like
he was playing it up too. He was like going
hero.
slow.
He was.
Like, I'm going to hit it now. Yeah, it was great.
He's the breakout star of the tournament.
I've been loving all of this.
Thank you, Bergman. Thank you very much. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. You know the Hyundai Getaway sales event is going on right now. You can get a deal so right it almost feels wrong. And man, oh man, I was talking to Ramona. Momo is driving a Hyundai Palisade now, which is the most baller ride she's ever had. Those are her words. Spectacular SUV. By the way, if you're looking EV, hybrid, traditional, they've got what you're looking for. If you want I have an Elantra hybrid. I love the Sonata, really cool sedan. If you want a smaller SUV, smaller than the Palisade, the Santa Fe is great. Maybe you want to try the Ioniq 5, which is like driving a spaceship. And by the way, every new Hyundai comes with peace of mind and America's best warranty, so jump to it. No matter which one of their adventure-ready SUVs or breakthrough hybrids or EVs, you can be sure to get away with a lot more than just a great deal this summer. Don't wait. Go to your local SoCal Hyundai dealer today for the Hyundai Getaway Sales event going on right now. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Albert Pujols is a Cardinal. Albert Pujols is a St. Louis Cardinal, MVPs, World Series. He's a Cardinal, okay? Yeah. And no matter how many years he played in Anaheim, he was going to be a Cardinal. It didn't matter. And that's what it feels like with LeBron. Like, successful, championship, here a long time, played really hard, was by all accounts a good teammate, was pretty good with the media. I mean, as good as somebody that famous can be with the media. And it's like, I cannot come up with any sort of comp where a guy, one, was here for a long time, generally well-liked. Like, there isn't some ugly incident on the blotter where you're like, yeah, man, that turned everybody. None of that.
No.
And it's like, yep, thank you, bye. And he's like, yep, thank you, bye. It's not like they've slammed the door and he's looking around like, what the hell happened?
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
It is a Cosm Ticket Thursday. And if you love that last segment with Greg on the Boys in Blue, you might love this giveaway. Call 877-710-ESPN right now. Caller number 7 wins a 4-pack of GA tickets to experience the 2026 T-Mobile Home Run Derby at Cosm on Monday, July 13th. See every swing, every blast, and every unforgettable moment on Cosm's massive immersive displays. Visit Cosm.com for more information and tickets only with ESPN LA. Call right now. 877-710-ESPN. Caller number 7 wins.
Oh yeah, injured in a crash? A slip and fall? Don't settle small, you've gotta make the call. He does the heavy lifting, he handles the fight. Big Tony steps in and makes it alright. No baloney, call Big Tony. He fights, he delivers, your victory is waiting. No fee till we win. He gets the compensating. No baloney, call Big Tony. 866-456-8669. TonyLaw.com.
Attorney advertising prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Tony is attorney Tony Ward, primary office in Los Angeles, California.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes, and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Great teams walk in with a playbook, so why face your family's future without one? Globe Life makes protecting the people you love simple, and with Globe Life, it's never been any easier. You can apply for coverage online or with an agent in just minutes. No complicated strategy, just straightforward protection from a name you already trust. Get your free quote today at globelifeinsurance.com. Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Is there any better match than soccer and pizza? Our friends at Pizza Hut have 2 winning deals all summer long. Need a quick carryout before kickoff? Grab a large 1-topping pizza for just $9.99. Want more toppings or delivery? Get a large 3-topping pizza for only $12.99, available for delivery or carryout. So whether you're watching every minute or just tuning in for the big moments, Pizza Hut is the winning move this summer of soccer. Order today on the Pizza Hut app or go to pizzahut.com.
The home of the Lakers, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track. The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plane manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mason.
All right, zoom, man.
And just as an update, as a reminder, it is now halftime in the France-Morocco game. They're tied 0-0 because Mbappe missed a penalty kick. I do think he'll score in this next half. I think France will score 2 goals in the next half. I still think they're going to win, but Mbappe. You just got to strike it with all your power. You can't stutter step, but whatever.
Do that little
What's wrong with you,
step.
Mbappe?
Yeah. Listen to Emily, who peaked in high school. All right, in my abilities. So there's been a story that has been unfolding involving Jacob Toby, the Spurs play-by-play announcer for their television.
Yep.
Okay, so Jacob Toby, in the wee hours of the morning, 2 days ago, there was a weird thing that popped up. It was a photo of him and
his social media,
his Instagram story. Him and his now ex-wife or girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend.
Dated for 6 years.
Dated for 6 years, and it was basically exposing him as a cheater. He both posted a photo of him and her, and then she posted this photo of him and her, and then also a photo of the alleged other woman.
Yes.
So she not only did that, she changed his bio on his Instagram story to cheater.
Woman
he changed
scorn.
every
Hell
caption
hath no fury
to cheater on every photo they had already posted. And it is found out today that he is now out with the Spurs. He is no longer employed by them. I'm assuming, obviously, it's because of this. And I know we've talked about this before, where people have, relationships inside of the workplace or affairs, and they get fired from their jobs. But I think this is an interesting case because it's on his public-facing Instagram, an Instagram in which he does represent the Spurs organization, that this stuff is coming out. Do you think that is why it is so punitive? And do you agree with the Spurs' actions here?
I think you buried the lead. Who did he have the affair with?
Yes, somebody on the team's...
Lindy Waters, who plays for the Spurs, who is a forward on the Spurs. And we're talking about the Spurs, the presumptive favorite to go to the finals for the next 5 years because of Wemby. So it's a great job. he is accused of having an affair with Lindy Waters' sister.
And all consensual as far as we know.
Yeah, everything's
Right.
Yeah.
And so, Mace, I find this whole discussion fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
If I have I'm married.
Yep.
If I have a consensual affair with another woman and she outs me, all right, she
Right.
catches me, takes over my social media feed and outs me, should that cost me my job
well,
with the Lakers?
it depends. Were you sleeping with the sister of somebody on the team?
So you think that's the key
Oh,
to
yeah,
this?
that is the
that
key
if
to
it's not, because this is what got Ime Udoka.
Right.
He was fired as the head coach of the Celtics for sleeping with multiple women who worked for the Celtics.
Yes.
I
But
vote-
you don't think that's the real? I mean, if play-by-play announcer X has a girlfriend blow up his life on social media, and they find out it was with a sister of somebody on the team, I don't know how you keep that person.
Well,
on.
let's do this, okay? So Mike Vrabel.
Yep.
Instead of it being a long shot from TMZ or the Post or Page Six or whatever that can be interpreted whatever way, shape, or form. What if instead it was his wife on his Instagram posting that he was sleeping with Rossini? Again, we don't know for sure, but he was sleeping with Rossini.
Yep.
And it was all over. Do you think that he would still have a job? I think that it's because of the public-facing social media. And that
Emily, by the way, I do think Mike Vrabel would still have a job because of who his boss is.
Yeah, he went 13-4 last year.
And Robert Kraft has a bigger scandal than he does.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it depends. That's part of this discussion. I just feel bad for this guy. You know, he worked his way up. I mean, I know he made a mistake and he screwed up. But here's his background. He interned with the Celtics and the Patriots. He worked as the weekend sports anchor at a station in Tulsa, then as the weekend sports anchor at a station in Denver, and then he got the Spurs job. And he's had it for 2 years, and it's a great job.
Great job.
And now he's out
Yep.
because he cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if
With
that
the wife,
punishment
with
fits
the
right.
sister of a player.
So this is where I'm coming around to your side on it. If it wasn't with the sister of a player, if it just been with some other random
Right.
girl, would he still have a job?
Okay, let's spin this around, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
because I see your point there.
Yeah. So, Lisa finds out you're cheating.
Okay.
With the sister of somebody on the Lakers.
Okay.
She blows up your social media.
Yes.
Do you have a job?
Probably not.
There you go.
Now, if she blows up, if it was not somebody that had any affiliation, just some other woman.
Yeah.
Do I still have a job?
You might. I think the sister of a player thing is the
Is what got
devastating
him?
part of this story.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it is.
Yeah, and I think here's the thing about these jobs, like the one I have.
By the way, I just got in my ear. He averaged 2.4 points per game last year.
but they're the Spurs.
They're the Spurs, exactly.
You talk about culture,
Yep.
like earlier in the show, that it's important. Everybody's moving in the same direction.
Yep.
Clearly, this
Like,
guy
if this
beats
was-
to his own drum.
If this was the Hornets, maybe
Yeah.
we'd be in a different spot.
Right. Boy, that's a great announcer's job opening up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
and
The Spurs.
I just this was the same thing like the two people that got fired from that company at the Coldplay concert.
Yep.
I'm just wondering who people are sleeping with really cost you your job now?
Well,
But apparently it does.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, if you're screwing with the human resources person at your company, by the way, I think that's the part of it that really got them was that she was in HR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the power imbalance stuff sometimes. It's the HR stuff sometimes. It's not as cut and dry as just the person you're sleeping with.
Right.
It's like there's a lot that
Yeah,
goes
it is
into
a
the sauce.
I'm glad you brought it up though. It's
It's an
fascinating
interesting story. Yeah. Summer of Soccer is here. Rock and Brews, your headquarters for every match. Catch all the action on massive LED screens with game day food and drink specials. Unbeatable atmosphere. We love Rock and Brews. Bring your crew, cheer on your favorite team at Rock and Brews. Visit rockandbrews.com for your nearest location. BC, what do you got?
Fast track. Speaking of youth sports here a little bit ago and baseball last segment, USA Baseball came out in regards to high school baseball bats kind of going to be able to change in the next 2 years. So as it is right now, drop 3, which is a -3, so 34 inches, 31 ounce bat. They're going to start allowing a lighter bat. So -4, -5. So you can have a 36-inch bat, 30 ounce.
Okay.
Pretty funny, the comments all on Twitter about this. A bunch of major leaguers even commenting like, hey, what are we doing here? Somebody's seriously going to get hurt because the bat speed is going to go up. Also making comments that, hey, if you can't swing this, style bat at this age in high school, the game's already kind of passed you by.
Yeah.
My whole thing is here, I'm in favor of wood bats. I know there's a few wood bat leagues out there.
Yeah.
But why not just say, hey, let's get rid of aluminum bats all in general?
One word.
No.
One word. Money. They can't afford to keep restocking the wood bats. If you buy if you buy a team 10 aluminum bats, it'll last them the whole season.
You're telling me you don't love the sound of watching
I do.
college baseball and you hear the
Love it.
ping,
No, I hate
ping.
it. I hate
What?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's so
Brian,
distinctive.
it's financial. I think that's why they allow them in Little League, and because we were talking about it earlier in the show. Travel ball gets expensive,
It's
man.
expensive, man. You
Yeah,
break a
somebody's gotta
bat,
pay
you
for
gotta
those
go buy
bats.
another bat. All right, there you have that. This is interesting, John. Sports researchers in Malaysia. All the best research on sports is done in Malaysia.
I didn't know that.
They have found that offering a whiff of chocolate to people while they're working out increases their performance.
Interesting.
So you get a little
Would
sniff
work
of,
for me.
a little sniff of chocolate. You're like, yeah, I'm willing to work harder for that. I think that is genius research right there. There's a connection between smell and the way you work out. I want to do one other thing here. Actually, we've got lots of time.
Yeah.
So
do whatever you want.
Guest on Mason Plus this week. One of the guests was Lindsey Theory. And we did a little. You know who else was on? Kevin Reese was on.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Good.
he was.
No,
We showed some of his
I'm
photographs.
guessing you're talking about the Knicks a little bit
Yes,
there. With
we did.
Kevin. Kevin Reese is a friend of ours that's a sports photographer in Los Angeles, has been for 30 years, but he was born and raised in New York and was as happy about the Knicks winning as anyone we know.
He was so thrilled.
Yeah.
So here's something that Lindsey said that I took as a Rams fan as very, very encouraging.
So, Aaron Donald, what do you think?
I mean,
what are the chances?
This is based off some reporting, but very loose reporting. I will say I texted someone close to Aaron Donald to see if this was all, just fun and games or if there was some truth to it. And I wasn't told, no, he's not coming back. I will say, just having covered the Rams for as many years as I did, I have a feeling he's coming back. That's based off nothing but a hunch.
Wow.
Just because, Sean McVay is kind of easy to read. Like, that guy, I hope he never plays poker. He's probably loses every time if he does. But in the past, Sean McVay has been asked about Aaron Donald. He's like, no, he's off enjoying retirement. He's with his family. This is the furthest thing from his mind, on and on and on, right? Well, this time when all those questions were asked, that was not the answer.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of reading between the lines that this is a real possibility based off no one has actually said that. But you put the tea leaves together, you've been around there enough, this has a different vibe to it.
Huh?
Hey. How come when Lindsey's Theory says it, you say, oh, good. And when I say it, I was openly mocked by you.
Okay, the difference is Lindsey Theory is connected in the NFL. She's an NFL person.
Right, that doesn't make me less right.
She's a football knower.
Yeah, but that doesn't make me less right.
No,
when
it
I
doesn't.
suggested it, you poo-pooed
I
it.
believe we've long since given you credit for this.
Yeah.
Do you want an award, a ribbon?
I want some type of an award. If Aaron Donald
graduation
comes
ceremony,
back. Yes, all
like
the
your
above.
fourth graders. What?
Yes, that's true, man. They're giving.
Everybody gets a graduation ceremony.
What's with the elementary school graduations? Can someone put a stop to those?
I graduated once when I was 18.
What's the deal with these elementary school
But I'm
graduations?
serious. When I grew up, 18 was the graduation. Now you're graduating from kindergarten. It's like, what have you actually done but colored and played blocks?
I only had high school as well, so I don't. I don't know
what the hell they're
this.
doing. Yeah, but back to Aaron Donald. I just want to see it. Now I'm just rooting for it because I think it'd be fun to watch.
It'd be so much fun. So much fun. But she's
by the way, if him and Myles Garrett were on the field at the same time, isn't that going to be just a field day for the other defensive linemen? Because you got to put two people on Garrett and two people on AD.
True.
So those other guys are just going to be able to run right.
Yeah,
to,
look out, Braden Fisk.
Yeah, I mean
look out, Byron Young.
Yeah, those guys could be huge.
Yeah, really, really big.
You sent yesterday this interesting group of wide receivers.
Yeah,
these duos across the league, and who was doing the ranking of this? Do you remember who was doing it?
Sports Illustrated,
Okay.
And they said number one team, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. They're good. They're in Cincinnati playing with
Great
Joe
combo.
Burrow. And number two would be Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. I wrote to you guys that I would not put any duo in front of Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. I think that's I wouldn't trade those guys for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, would you?
No, I think it's there is no question that they're number one. And let me just give a couple of factors here. Devontae Adams scored more touchdowns than any wide receiver last year. He was the red zone cheat
and he didn't
code.
even play in 3 games.
And Puka Nacua accomplished more first downs than any player in the NFL last year. Now, the leader in first downs and the leader in touchdown among receivers, how can that not be the number one combo?
And Jamar Chase is great.
He's great.
And T. Higgins is not bad either. I just don't think they're as good as the other two.
Yeah, they had number 3 CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens.
I think Pickens is he had one huge year for the Cowboys.
Yep.
I wouldn't trust him.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams. Again,
I like them a lot.
I would honestly have them ranked maybe 3rd.
Would you?
And maybe almost even with the Jamar Chase and T. Higgins in my mind, just because I think they're both as good together.
I think Amon-Ra St. Brown might be the most underrated player in the league.
He's terrific. And Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison is number 5.
I just think that what I would ask myself is, could both of these guys be a number 1 on a different team, a number 1 with a weaker wide receiver core on a different team? And I think, yes, for Puka and Devontae. I don't know about T. Higgins.
Yeah, I don't think T. Higgins could be a number 1 going to another team. Nope. Who's opposite JSN now? Cooper Kupp.
But I don't know who else is there.
Yeah. I mean, JSN, Cooper Kupp is a great guy.
But towards definitely on the downside of the mountain.
Rashid Shaheed, again, he's like a 3rd. So it's basically JSN, Cooper Kupp, Rashid Shaheed, Jake Bobo. But yeah, it's Cooper Kupp's number 2.
By the way, when I was up in Seattle, that stadium is really impressive looking. I've not been inside it, but it just looms, and it's right there with the baseball park. Downtown Seattle is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, hurry up, NBA. Get back to Seattle.
Although I will say this, John, I think we talked about this when you were gone, but, I was all excited. We were staying right by Pike Market where they throw the fish, and so I was like standing around waiting to catch a fish, and nobody was fish throwing, and then all of a sudden, one guy throws a fish to another guy, they ring a bell, and then you wait 15 minutes for another fish to be thrown.
Did you ever get to throw one?
No, I never got to throw one. I never got to catch one. I think the whole thing is overrated. Fish throwing, overrated.
I think if you saw it, it wouldn't be overrated.
I did see a fish get thrown, but there was only one. It was not an active fish throwing day.
If there was more like fanfare, I think you'd like it.
Yeah. By the way, another thing.
What's the deal with the fish throwing?
This is breaking news.
Okay.
John Stamos, alive. My mom texted me and said that Facebook said John Stamos is dead. Facebook says
Jesse?
Facebook kills everybody. Just because you see it on Facebook doesn't make it real. Once a week she'll ask me if somebody had died, and Facebook will be the one. But hell, good for you, John Stamos. Keep on.
One question
playing.
for Donna: she doesn't have Google on her phone, though.
No, she only uses Facebook.
Okay.
It is literally her only source of news is Facebook.
And I love that for her.
Yeah, it's great for her. All right, coming up next for you, more Fast Track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Blue Ice Vodka is the largest American potato vodka, and it's rated double gold. They are also Blue Ice, the sponsor of Icebreakers each and every day. Their classic is one of the lowest calorie vodkas on the market. Gluten-free, non-GMO, crafted to elevate every sip. Their classic potato vodka, as we mentioned, 64 calories an ounce. They've got those 3 flavors, classic, huckleberry, or double espresso. When Blue Ice says vodka with standards, they mean it. No additives, no artificial flavors, no hidden sugars, just clean, premium vodka. Blue Ice Huckleberry goes great with lemonade. You can pick up a bottle of this at Ralph's. Don't forget the double espresso, double gold winner, vodka of the year, and the classic vodka, because it is made from potatoes. Most vodka is made from corn. Because Blue Ice is made from potatoes, it's got a clean taste. And as I mentioned, gluten-free, non-GMO, crafted to elevate every sip. Blue Ice Vodka. Clean, American-made vodka with standards.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Lionel Messi.
Yeah,
we
you
all
call
know
him
Messi.
Lionel. He's not Lionel Richie.
Well, whatever. I just call him Messy. Do you think he's having a little birthday party with like a little cake today?
Well,
little guy.
You know, you should bring him to the East Central. Sit him up on the hand one day. Little Lionel Messi. Lionel Richie,
Lionel Messi.
Right. A duet.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. No matter who you're rooting for, Mercado Gonzalez is your soccer fan paradise. Surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Every single knockout match is available at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
ESPN LA fans, join us Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for the Kickin' It at the Park tailgate party as we broadcast live with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Come tailgate for the quarterfinal and unforgettable final World Cup game at SoFi. Cheer on your team and enjoy HBC's new outdoor bar. Hollywood Park Casino, the only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7 is LA's hottest card room, and it just got hotter during the epic Summer of Soccer. Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow us at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
After a crash, you are on the spot. You got to make the right decisions.
800-345-6789. Count the facts. Count on Jacob.
Count your options, then count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Put it in your phone. Memorize it.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, vroom, vroom, man.
So I think this is interesting. I saw a clip of a divorce lawyer, like a top-billed divorce lawyer, talking about the potential of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Like, can they go the long distance, or do you think that they're going to head to rocky shores?
Right.
So the way he explained it, though, is that if they were in the opposite position, like if she was the athlete and he was the male musician, he'd be much more worried about them because male musicians, as he likes to state, doesn't want to overly stereotype them, but it's really hard for male musicians to not engage in road cheating.
I think that's fair from what we know, yeah.
And that, like, women on the road have just a entirely different outlook on what they do. They might go out a little bit, but it's not the same thing. But also talked about how if you're a celebrity and you're dating, like, I don't know, an interior designer, someone who has money but, like, is not in the public eye, it's a little different of a way to get different struggles. And that people who are both celebrities, though, might be competitive and might have some resentment. So I'm going to ask you guys. So is it better for a long-term marriage? You guys are both in long-term partnerships. Is it better to have somebody in your partnership that is from the same background as you, can understand your struggles, but might be competitive with you and maybe resentful of you?
Right.
Or is it better to have somebody who's completely different on their own, maybe doesn't understand the ins and outs of your life, but you're not competing with them, and you can share both your lives together? What do you think is the better option?
I think in both our cases, I don't want to put words in your mouth about one, but I think in both of our cases, they're not super into sports.
No.
Either one of our partners. So it's a good balance because we do so much sports.
Right.
That when we go home, we don't necessarily want to keep talking about that. Now we have dragged them.
Sure.
Somewhat willingly.
Juan is with me as a Rams season ticket holder.
And you guys are in the public eye, and they're less
Lisa
so.
goes with her friends to Laker games and will go to sporting events, but it's not like their life like it is for me and you.
Right. I think, generally speaking, two actors together is really tough. And there are exceptions to this. Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick
Paul
have
Newman.
been married forever. Paul Newman, John Woodward, Rita Wilson, Tom Hanks.
Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman, yeah. So it can work. But I think there's an inherent competition between actors. Like, all of a sudden, she's going up and you're not working. Or he's having a moment and she isn't.
I'm sure musicians are the same way. It's kind of like what A Star Is Born is always about.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. In my case, Juan has a completely different background and works in a completely different field, and I think that's better. I don't think I could stomach being with somebody who is a loudmouth sports talk show host.
I do think, though, there's something to be said about Travis understanding the magnitude of her life.
Yes.
Just how he has understood. He's been in the public eye and been at the highest stages for a long time. So he's not afraid of the magnitude of what she
Right.
is. So there's
And
something to be said
Travis,
about
by
that.
the way, is a legitimate star with a career that's going to transcend sports.
He had a dating show way before he met her.
Yeah, I mean, they're both big stars in different fields, so maybe it will work because of that. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
All right, some fun fantasy news today. Yahoo Sports said they're going to be bringing back the year-long college fantasy football. So it's the first time since 2019 that you're going to be able to play fantasy football college on one of these apps, these big major apps.
Okay.
Right now, it's just the Daily Fantasy or Pick'ems. And it got me thinking. So they're going to have the four major, four power conferences, and they say plus Notre Dame players.
Okay.
Are you in on this fantasy football through college? Is this? I mean, I feel like Em and I were talking. This is kind of like the NIL. They're allowed to use their faces.
There's
and
too
stuff like
much
that.
player movement. I don't think I could keep track. If we had a fantasy draft for college
Right.
football, I don't even know who I would take.
Yeah, it is true. They do bounce around a lot with the transfer portal and all that stuff. But look, people want to gamble. People want to play. And you know what? Fantasy sports is a great way to not only have a little action, but also to really know that sport well. And I think that, for example, I had you get to know I do an NFL league, an NBA league, and a Major League Baseball league.
The NL. You know the NL. And
Only the NL. I don't know the American League, but boy, do I know the NL. I think it's good to have a little action. Emily wouldn't let me in her fantasy WNBA
No
league,
boys
which I was
allowed.
very disappointed in. I'm
this-
sure it'll go.
Yeah, this got sent around in my friends group, fantasy football. Like, hey, should we try it out for a year? I mean, Arch Manning is at the first overall pick. Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State. It's fun. It could be
taking
fun.
Jaden
I
Brown.
also think it's going to be much
Very
more
true.
difficult than NFL because there are so many games. So, a game against Alabama versus the Citadel where you don't know whether or not their top quarterback will play or not.
Right.
Or, they could run up the score and then be pulled in the second half.
Yep.
There's more variance, I think, in college football.
Yeah, but I'm all about. I'm going to tell you right up front. No, I don't.
I don't think I would do it.
I
either.
got into a little disagreement with Juan, and he said, "All you do is glaze over and look at your fantasy baseball standings." I'm like,
it's probably true.
Pretty much true.
a
I
fair
do have them
criticism.
open most of the time. Sorry, Juan. All right, I don't know if you saw this or not, but the Big 12 has got a brand new jersey patch deal.
Okay.
It is with Monster Energy.
Okay.
They're paying,
Monster!
They're paying 20,
Yeah, we need a patch.
$20 million.
Em, how did you not get this endorsement deal?
No idea.
So every Big 12 team in all sports will have a Monster Energy patch. On top of that, Big 12 football and men's and women's basketball seasons will be referred to as the Monster Energy Big 12. The Monster Energy Big 12 basketball, the Monster Energy Big 12 football. Now, granted, the Big 12 is not what it used to be. nobody gets excited about.
Mbappe just scored.
Oh, there you go. France is up.
Emily, you predicted that. That's crazy.
The Big 12 has got Baylor and Colorado and Kansas and TCU and all that stuff, but doesn't $20 million seem like not enough for a jersey patch and changing the name of your league to Monster Energy Big 12?
I think they got I think Monster cut a very favorable deal to themselves there.
Will anybody say Monster Energy Big 12 football?
The broadcasters
The
will.
broadcasters
Yeah,
will, yeah.
they'll make them.
Or the big Monster Energy field here in Kansas. But I do think that it's the first of its kind deal to have like a sponsorship for the entire league. Not this like being in partner with the league, but like this is a sponsorship deal. It is too little. It's like almost $1 million, like maybe a little over $1 million per school, which is ridiculous. And then, how much money do you think they would have gotten if this was the Big Ten or the SEC?
Oh my God! Can you imagine? What do you think the Big Ten or the SEC would charge for Monster Energy SEC football?
$50 million, maybe more.
Gotta be.
The Bad Boy Mowers SEC.
Can I? This is going to sound stupid and immature, but those are two of my strengths. Why can't I'm just looking at the Big 12? There's 16 teams in the Big 12.
Okay.
Can't we just be logical and call
Big
it
16?
the Big 16?
Yeah, I always have a weird issue with this too.
And same for Big 10.
Well, the Big 10
has
like
got
18
teams.
Big 18.
Yeah, the Big 18. I mean, I don't know how kids growing up following football learn their numbers when there are 18 teams in the Big 10.
And while you can't refer to it geographically anymore, like the Pac-12 or the ACC, because they're broadening
They're all
across
spread
all
out.
geography.
Correct.
So if you were the commissioner for a day,
Yep.
what would you call the Big 10? Would you call it the Big 18 or would you call it something else?
That's a good question. What would you rename the Big 10 as?
The Big Boys.
Because if you rename it the Big 18 and then they change the number of teams again,
right?
Yeah, you would have to. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what I would change it to.
I don't either. Do you have any ideas, Em?
The Monsters.
The Monsters.
Well, Monster would go for that.
I know Monster would hate that, but I don't know. Maybe the mascot, but they're in a pickle. But it's like referring to it as its old name because it's just like what I have in my mind.
Right,
you know?
right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're going on. All right, coming up next for you, Steph Curry has an announcement about playing with LeBron. We'll do that coming up next. First, it is a Cosm Ticket Thursday. 877-710-ESPN right now. Caller number 7, 4-pack of GA tickets to experience the 2026 T-Mobile Home Run Derby at Cosm on Monday, July 13th. That's this coming Monday. I'm telling you, the Home Run Derby blast at Cosm. Can you imagine all the different angles, bigger than life? You'll feel like you're actually there in Philadelphia for the Home Run Derby. Every swing, every blast, every forgettable moment on Cosm's massive immersive displays. For tickets right now, 4-pack of tickets, 877-710-ESPN. Caller number 7's got GA tickets for the Home Run Derby. And by the way, if you are a World Cup fan, if you want to go see the All-Star game next week, Cosm, the place to do it. Go check out their whole schedule of events. Go to Cosm.com, COSM.com, Cosm.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I land on the Kessler of it all, and not just Kessler, but the entire group of guys. So you're talking about Sexton, you're talking about Grimes, you're talking about Mono, you're talking about Kessler, the 4 guys that they've added. Rui, it seems very likely, is gone. Kennard is gone. Marcus Smart is gone. We know DeAndre Ayton's back. It's new. It's much, much younger. Yeah. It is much, much more athletic. It is a different sort of team. Now, we can speculate. We can talk about what we think is going to be good, what we think might not be as good. But the goal, like you were saying, Greg, they needed to get better defensively. Yep. They needed to get more athletic. Yep. They needed to get younger. They checked all 3 of those boxes. Everyone. Now, are they better? I don't know. We'll see. They're going to have to play a little before you can kind of evaluate that, in my opinion.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Basketball never sleeps, and neither does ESPN LA. The stars of tomorrow are headed to Vegas for NBA Summer League, and we are there. ESPN Los Angeles will be bringing you all the latest headlines, storylines, and more. From matchups and breakout performances to expert analysis from the voices you trust, we've got you covered. Coverage of the 2026 NBA Summer League on ESPN Los Angeles is presented by Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
I was going to join Australia's Thunder from Down Under, but they told me I was 5 packs short of a 6. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
No shirts, all skin. Australia's Thunder from Down Under. Undresses the 17th.
Number 2.
The biggest soccer watch party of the year is at Sideline Sports Bar the 19th.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Chevy Silverado truck. Earn entries now, and you could drive off a winner the 26th.
Morongo. Good times.
Hey, LA, it's Bethel Duran, and let me tell you about the summer deals that are sizzling right now at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. How about a brand new 2026 Tacoma for just $259 a month for 36 months plus tax? $259 for a brand new Toyota Tacoma? It's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Tacoma model 7146. Total SRP $39,199. Lease and purchase amount of $29,007. $49.99 due at signing, includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer dock fee of $80. Offer ends 7/31/2026.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-568-2790, 800-568-2790, or biglou.com.
Mason, Ireland, on 710 ESPN.
Shohei Ohtani and I have something in common.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I don't believe
we do.
Does he call in sick a lot?
No.
Okay.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 7.
Before Austin Reeves is playing in that.
Oh, nice. So Steph talked today about playing with LeBron.
Say more so, I'm interested to just play golf with LeBron. We'll handle the basketball stuff, but I want to see the golf LeBron free agent. He's out here really grinding on the game, but I'm sure, we obviously would love to play together. Hopefully it happens, but he's deserved the opportunity and the right to take his time with the decision.
Yeah, I personally think the Golden State ship has sailed.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
I think it's sailed.
No, I think it's either Cleveland or Golden State.
I think it's 99% Cleveland, 1% other. I think it's going to be Cleveland.
I do too. I ask yourself this.
Yep.
Why would Draymond opt out of his deal if there wasn't some smoke to that fire?
Oh, no, I'm sure there's smoke to it. I just think in the end, the one that makes the most sense in terms of his overall career narrative is going home.
Yeah, and
that makes it a good story.
Let me preface this by saying I do not think I'm with you. I'm predicting Cleveland. I do not think Philadelphia is in it. But should they be? That would be an unbelievable team.
It would be an unbelievable
team. They
team.
would have a backcourt of Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe and a front court with LeBron, Joel Embiid, and Jaylen Brown.
Damn.
That'd be the best team LeBron's ever played on.
That would be a great
I just don't
team.
think he wants to go to Philly.
No, again, I don't think it feels right to go to a fourth team. Spin to 3, finish up where you started.
Rule
it's
of
a great
threes.
story. Rule of 3.
It would be 3 teams, but also going and being in Cleveland 3 different times.
True. That is true.
You want to hear something weird? Every time LeBron has changed teams, so when he went from Cleveland to Miami the first time, when he went from Miami back to Cleveland, when he went from Cleveland to L.A., and now from L.A., we think back to Cleveland, it has been in a World Cup year.
Is that right?
Isn't that weird?
He wants to steal the shine back from the World Cup. Is that what he wants to do?
Yeah, it's like I'm going to jump in. You're not mentioning my name. I'm going to jump in here.
Maybe he's like that guy in Anaheim who just hates soccer and just wants to take all the control out
that
of it.
guy was grumpy.
Yeah,
he was grumpy.
So, May, somebody just sent me this from Jonathan Watson. Thank you, Jonathan.
Hey, John.
From Bleacher Report. Anthony Davis is expected to seek a max 4-year, $275 million extension from the Wizards.
Good luck.
That's from Brett Siegel at Bleacher Report. I love AD. He's a great guy. $275 million for a guy who doesn't play?
Yeah.
Maybe he will get traded. I don't know.
Could not justify that. Not a guy that's been hurt that much. All right, last thing I want to finish with, and then we'll get to Game of Games. Tyrese Halliburton, great player.
Really good.
Excited to see him back next year. Because he had his Achilles.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
He's healthy and playing now.
So right now he's been watching movies, and he tweeted this. What's y'all favorite movie sequel of all time? I'm rolling with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes or Sister Act 2.
Okay. In defense of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, that is a very good movie.
I agree.
It's a very good movie.
But it's not, shouldn't be on this list.
There's one answer to this. Godfather Part 2.
Godfather Part 2 is the answer. But what's number 2?
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 was okay. I would say Lethal Weapon 2 was very good. Rocky 2 was good.
Top Gun Maverick?
Top Gun Maverick is very good.
Yeah. By the way, Top Gun Maverick is super rewatchable. Like whenever that comes on, either one, first or second one, just leave it on, go about your day.
Terminator 2. We talked about this movie last week. Terminator 2 is a fantastic sequel. I think my number 2, it would go Godfather Part 2, followed by The Dark Knight, which is one of the great.
But how is that
that's one of my
sequel? Isn't it just like a different limb on the tree?
No, because there was Batman Begins, and then the same one
Batman and Robin.
No. This is in the Nolan
Christopher
trilogy.
Nolan universe.
Okay.
So think about it. Batman Begins was the first Batman movie with Nolan. The second one was Dark Knight, and the third one I didn't like was
Some
Dark
of the
Knight
Star
Rises.
Wars sequels were pretty good.
Empire Strikes Back is one of the all-time
That's the
great
one that everyone is like, that's the gold standard. And I think I mentioned this when I've talked about this before. If you have a trilogy, the second is always going to be the best movie because you are expanding the world you experienced in the first movie. You don't have to spend a lot of time in exposition, but you also don't have to solve every question, and it always ends on a cliffhanger.
Right.
So you don't have to tie all the loose ends, so no one will be mad that you left something out, and then the thing is over. And it leaves you excited for the third movie. So I also think Across the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Verse movie, is a really, really good sequel. Shrek 2, Toy Story 2.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
Fantastic. And I also have
Anchorman 2.
Anchorman.
Anyone for Anchorman 2?
It's not terrible. But it's
It
not great.
did make me laugh.
All right, I'll give. Okay, flip it. Worst sequel of all time. I think it's easy.
Caddyshack 2.
Yep. Worst sequel of all time.
It's
I've
unbelievable.
never even seen it.
It's so unbelievably
don't.
bad.
Do not waste your time.
What
It's
about
shocking.
Lion King 1.5?
By the way, Legally Blonde 2, just as bad.
I don't know.
Major
you
League
can still
2,
bend and
terrible.
snap.
No,
Major League
Bend
2
and Snap
terrible.
is in 1.
But they bend and snap in 2, do
So,
they
no,
not?
they do the whole thing with the dogs, and it's like they do the Baha Men song, like Who Let the Dogs Out,
Okay.
and it's all about her trying to protect the dogs.
The first Legally Blonde, fantastic. Legally Blonde 2 sucks.
Have you watched the show on Prime, the L show?
I have not because I've read 2 reviews about it that
It's
says
bad?
it doesn't work.
How
Yeah, I
about
haven't watched
Paddington
it.
2?
Oh,
The
amazing.
Paddington movies are unbelievably
Paddington
good.
2 is incredible. It's a really good sequel.
First
to bring
one
up.
and second one.
Oh, we left out a
Paddington and Prue.
pretty obvious one.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2.
Oh, I just said it.
Yeah, no, she referenced it. but
Cars
yeah, it's
2
great.
is not terrible, not as good as the first one.
Aliens, plural.
Oh,
the
yeah.
second James Cameron alien movie. Oh, no, actually, that was his first. The first one was Ridley
But I would
Scott.
say I haven't seen Sister Act 2. I've only seen Sister Act.
I have not either. I did not love Sister Act 1, so I don't know why I would go on to Sister Act 2.
Why are you a hater of Sister
I'm
Act?
not a hater. I just I'm not into it.
Oh,
You're
you like
allowed to
whimsy.
you're allowed to dislike something without being a hater.
I think it's binary.
Except you are a hater.
I am a hater.
You are a hater.
But that when I like
But you
something,
kind of own it.
it's
Yeah.
even
Which is
better.
good.
You know, it earns
She
it.
keeps a list of
Yeah.
things you don't want to be on Emily's list.
You're on the list. You're on Emily's
You're on
list.
the list. All right, coming up next for you is Game of Games. Whose game is it today?
Emily's.
Emily's game. All right, we will do that coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time, if you're hiring, time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. Remember this web address, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. If you're hiring, you can post your job on that site for free. And when you need to hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology shows your job to qualified candidates right away. As Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, says, they don't leave anything to chance. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. If you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Again, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
By the way, Greg Bergman and I shared chopsticks yesterday.
We did.
Which I don't think was a big deal, but everyone's like freaked out by it.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
When you say sharing chopsticks, you mean like you took a piece of sushi, put it
he
in your
ate
mouth?
his. Then I said, I don't have chopsticks in my box. He goes, here you go. I go, okay.
Did you wash them off?
No.
And he didn't flip them around either.
No.
He trusted me to put
This
the
kid's
use
got,
the
what's
end.
this kid got?
Yeah.
He's fine. He's healthy.
I mean, Chris has put a lot of worse things in his
Yeah,
mouth.
that's right.
To be fair. I'm just thinking about it. Like, if you gave me your chopsticks, I'd be like, that's really sweet of you. And I have a couple of options. I could A, wash them off, or I could B, flip them. But even if I flip them, I've still got Bergie's hand germs on my flipped chopsticks. I think I'd like to wash them. I think I'd like to wash those chopsticks off.
I'm not washing wood to then go put it right back in my mouth. Like, what's the point?
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. No matter who you're rooting for, Mercado Gonzalez is your soccer fan paradise. Surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Every single knockout match is available at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Your next Subaru is waiting for you at Subaru of Glendale. Lease a brand new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium CBT for just $247 a month plus tax for 36 months.
One at this payment. TY 526332. MSRP 37,275. 3778 due at signing.
You gotta check out Subaru of Glendale. Call 888-855-6434 or check out SubaruofGlendale.net.
10,000 miles a year. Model code TDD-11. Subaru Motors Finance. Lease rates extended to well-qualified buyers with above average credit. Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers may qualify. Security deposit required.
In my world, you're always sorting through information, trying to find what matters most fast. Well, if you're hiring, you can now review all these resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter has a new feature that instantly shows you the most interested, qualified candidates first. ZipRecruiter's matching technology finds qualified candidates quickly. And with ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates show up at the top of your list. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani. Call Jacob. Call Jacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob M. Ronnie.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, it is Game of Games time, and it is Emily's game today. We welcome to the show Frankie D. Fresh, who is now part of our internship program.
What to do, babies? It's your boy, Frankie D. Fresh.
All right,
I was
so
waiting for
Frankie,
that.
how is the internship going so far?
Going great. I'm loving every single moment.
What's your fafar part of that so far?
I think I like working on the content side.
Okay.
But I love meeting all the fans, being at the remote broadcasts. Those are very fun.
You're going to be there tomorrow at the remote?
I'll be at Hollywood Park Casino.
Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. at Hollywood Park Casino. Watch, not a watch party,
The Morales
but a pregame
Morning
party.
Show.
It
Morales
is
Morning Show.
Emily Hebel's game. What do you got for us, Em?
It's kind of a mixture of things that have happened on this day. So we've already talked about a couple of them, but we'll see how you do.
Okay.
First up, it's Tom Hanks' birthday. I think we already talked about that a little bit today. So
70, the big 7-0.
Question is, what is Tom Hanks's highest grossing live action movie? So none of the Toy Stories count. Live action. Is it Saving Private Ryan, The Polar Express? Keep in mind this is re-released every year. Or The Da Vinci Code.
Brian.
What was the first one you said?
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan.
Mates.
Da Vinci Code.
I don't know why she threw in that thing about Polar Express unless it had some significance. So I'll go Polar Express. Frankie?
Da Vinci Code.
It is Da Vinci Code for you out there.
So
Sorry, John.
Mason and Frankie are on the board. Brian and I still alive for Lucky Loser.
Just as a question, do you consider Polar Express to be live action? I always thought that was animated.
It was listed in live action,
Okay, got
so
it, got it.
I'll
Okay.
consider
All
it
right.
live action. Whatever.
I want my guess.
I didn't mean whatever at you, whatever at
Okay.
the world.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. Tom Hanks is the second actor in history to win back-to-back Oscars for Best Lead Actor. He won it for Philadelphia and Forrest Gump. Who was the first? Was it Spencer Tracy, where he won it for Captain Courageous and Boys Town, Gene Hackman for The French Connection and The Conversation, or Jason Robards for All the President's Men and Julia? So Spencer Tracy, Gene Hackman, Jason Robards.
Mace.
Spencer Tracy.
I will also say Spencer Tracy.
You had him go first.
Frankie.
Gene Hackman.
Brian.
Gene Hackman.
It's Spencer Tracy.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
follow Mason if it's going to be about an Oscar thing.
Well, I go in order. Brian, Mace, John, Frankie. And so now, I'll go first this time.
Yeah, no, I was just giving you crap. Okay. Despicable Me came out on this day. Who is the main evil character in the movie Despicable Me?
Yep.
Not Gru.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the main opposition to Gru in the Minions? Is it Dr. Nefario, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, or Dr. Facilier?
I'll go Dr. Nefario. Frankie.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Brian.
Yeah, that one, B.
Mace.
Nefario.
It is Nefario. Doofenshmirtz is from Phineas and Ferb.
Brian, you are still eligible for Lucky Loser, my friend.
Gone
It
low
is
today.
Mace 3, Ireland 2, Frankie 1, and Brian Zippo. Here we go. Frankie, coming to you.
All right. Unfortunately, money is a big necessity for committing Gru's crimes. What is the name of the bank Gru planned to get the money from for his ultimate scheme? Was it the Bank of Evil, the Bank of Bad Guys, or the Bank of Extraordinary Mischief?
Frankie.
Easy. Bank of Evil.
Brian.
Bad Guys.
Mace.
Bad Guys.
Frankie sounded confident. I'll go Bank of Evil.
And you're glad you did? It was Bank of Evil.
It was, but
Oh.
did you know it, Frankie?
Just guessing.
Just guessing and
All right.
acting like you knew it. You're
Mace
fitting right in. around
3,
here.
Ireland 3, Frankie 2, Brian.
Uh-oh.
Zippo.
Uh-oh.
All right.
So the Minions, canonically, serve the most evil people in the world at any given time. That's their mission in life, is to serve the most evil person available to them. Which historical figure do we know for sure the Minions served? And just so you know, they were in a cave during World War II.
Okay.
So A, Ivan the Terrible, B, Genghis Khan, or C, Napoleon. Who did they serve?
Brian.
Napoleon.
Mace.
Ivan the Terrible.
I think it's Napoleon. Frankie.
Genghis Khan.
It is Napoleon. Sorry, Brian, on that one.
Napoleon.
All right, so Brian is now, you got to go for the win now, Brian, and I have taken the lead. Ireland 4, Mason 3, Frankie 2, Brian 1. How many are left, Em?
5 left.
Five left. Okay. Plenty of time.
American Pie came out on this day in 1999. The film was originally rated NC-17 by the MPAA. It took 3 resubmissions to obtain an R rating. A few scenes had to be edited or trimmed to achieve the rating. So one of the scenes was the infamous pie scene, and it was related to how many thrusts were included in the movie.
All right.
Okay.
So the movie ended up with 2. How many were in the original? Was it 3, 4, or 6 thrusts?
Mace.
6.
I'm going 3. Frankie.
4.
Brian.
4.
It is 4 thrusts.
4 thrusts.
Were in the
Brian
original
got
cut
it.
of the movie.
Frankie got it. So now it's super tight.
America is safe, by the way, since they cut back by
Yeah,
2
only 2
thrusts.
thrusts.
Ireland
Third one gets
4, Mason 3, Frankie 3, Brian 2.
Okay.
4 left.
All right, here we go.
American Pie, this is a true or false question, okay? American Pie invented the term MILF. American Pie, the movie, invented the term MILF. Is that true or false?
Mace.
Am I winning?
Oh, do we want to go? Where are there 5
Are we to
left?
that point? Oh,
Yeah, I'll
5
go
There's
first.
5 left.
Oh, okay.
Sure,
No,
4
I'll
left.
go first. MILF. I will say that's false. Somebody. Some middle-aged woman.
I'm going to go true. Frankie.
True.
Brian.
False.
It is false. Because technically it was used the first time in 1995 in like a blog post, and that blog post got popular, but the movie popularized the phrase.
Popularized.
So it was not the
Okay.
first occurrence.
So get a load of this. Mason 4, Ireland 4, Brian 3, Frankie 3. It's tight.
3 left.
3 left. Okay.
Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, came
Yes.
out on this day. What is the name of the TV station Ron Burgundy worked for? Was it KVWN? I want to do the W like you do, Mason. KVWN,
W.
KVVU, or KUSI?
I know it's not KSI. I used to work there.
I know.
I'm going KVWN, Mace.
So am I. KVWN.
Frankie.
KVWN.
Brian.
Go with the other one. KVVV, the B.
It is KVWN.
Okay, so Mace, Ireland, and Frankie all get it. How many are left, Em?
2 left.
All right,
Okay.
Brian, you got to go opposite of Mason and I if possible, okay? You got to go first, Mace.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, for this one, just pardon me on my Spanish. So, what is the name of the Mexican restaurant in which Veronica goes with the other woman in the station? Okay? Is it called Comida Excelente para Gente Blanca? Or is it Escupamos en su alimento? Or is it Manten la clase?
I will say A.
I will also go A. Frankie. That opens the door for Brian.
I'll go A as well.
Okay, Brian, B
Show
or
me
C?
C.
It is B. Okay,
No.
here's what they all mean, okay?
Nobody got it.
A was excellent food for white people.
That's what I thought. I thought that was intentional. That would be a funny name.
The second one, the one it is we spit in your food.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And then B was keep it classy.
Okay.
In Spanish.
Got
Okay,
it.
There we go.
so
One
Brian, you're out.
Sorry, Brian.
Mason 5, Ireland 5, Frankie 4. I have to go first, and Frankie, you have to go opposite of Mason and I. Here we go. Last one, right, Em?
Yes.
Okay.
So how many times has Tom Hanks been in a movie where his character's name was in the title of the movie? Okay?
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Was it 4 times, 8 times, or 10 times?
I can think of 1. I can think of 2. I can think of 3. I'm going to go 4. Mace.
I'm going to go 4.
Frankie, you want to go 8 or what's the other one, Em?
10.
8 or 10, Frankie?
I'll go 8.
And you're glad you did. It was 8 times.
yeah.
He was
Three-way
good in the
tie.
title of the
Three-way
movie.
tie. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of times.
Okay.
He is a good actor.
All right, we got a tiebreaker coming.
And Frankie, I think, won the last time he played.
Uh-oh.
So watch out. Ready?
All right, what do we
Ready.
got?
How many curse words are in Anchorman? And I'm counting an F-bomb to like a mild curse word,
Mild
okay?
curse word.
anything that could get like a nun go. Okay.
Okay.
Let you know there is one F word, which is how
Yeah.
yeah.
Go F yourself, San Diego.
Okay, I got it.
And so every other and like you wait. What was the qualifier you put in there?
It can be like a mild curse word. I basically typed it in. How many curse words are there in Anchorman into Google, and this is what they gave.
Okay. I've got a number. Frankie, you got a number?
Yes.
Mate, you got a number?
Got it.
I wrote down 16.
I wrote down 21.
37.
We have a winner. And that winner is Frankie D. Fresh!
No!
It was 33 curse words.
Man.
Wow.
2 days in a row for the intern.
That's right. Frankie D. Fresh with the win. Is this the first one you've had?
Madeline got
Second
it
one,
yesterday.
second one. Best day ever. Best day ever.
Best day ever.
Best
The
day
interns
ever.
are lapping us.
Yeah,
How many
they are
many curse words were in it?
33. It can be like a minor-ish one that I'm also not going to say in air, but that's what Google told me.
Okay.
Okay, good game.
Good game. I like that. And we're celebrating Anchorman.
By the way-
Anchorman 2, very underrated. Dobie the Shark. He sings to him. It's great.
France and Morocco are into stoppage time. Mbappe was pulled from the pitch, not because he's hurt, just because they were ahead about 10 minutes ago.
All right. Frankie D. Fresh, thank you very much, man.
Thank you so much. for having me.
Congratulations. Game of Games.
Way to go, Frankie.
Game of Games presented by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline. Only number LA Trust after an accident, 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Coming up next, Super Crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
You and him have the same beard.
Me and who?
You and Stafford.
Oh, yeah?
You and Matthew Stafford.
Is he that good looking?
Yeah. And so is your beard.
I love that, Trav. I love that.
So is your beard. You guys have the same beard, same
All
color.
right, I knew I liked that guy.
Oh, my God.
Matthew Stafford.
That beard looks familiar.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
Eat, play, stay, and cheer this summer as the world's biggest football tournament comes to LA. Head over to LA Live to enjoy food and drink offerings from over 20 restaurants and watch every match. Catch every soccer moment this summer with your favorite crew. Big matches call for big flavors, so grab your table, order another round, and let's cheer on the world. The action begins July 11th through July 19th. See you at LA Live.
ESPN LA fans, join us Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for the Kickin' It at the Park tailgate party as we broadcast live with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Come tailgate for the quarterfinal and unforgettable final World Cup game at SoFi. Cheer on your team and enjoy HBC's new outdoor bar. Hollywood Park Casino, the only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7 is LA's hottest card room, and it just got hotter during the epic Summer of Soccer. Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow us at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Hey, LA, it's Bethel Duran, and let me tell you about the summer deals that are sizzling right now at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. How about a brand new 2026 Tacoma for just $259 a month for 36 months plus tax? $259 for a brand new Toyota Tacoma? It's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Tacoma model 7146. Total SRP $39,199. Lease and purchase amount of $29,007. $49.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required. Unapproved credit, tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer dock fee of $80. Offer ends 7/31/2026.
Tired of watching life from the bench? It's time to get in the game. Globe Life is looking for people who want more than just a job. Set your own schedule and help families protect what matters most. No experience? No problem. Training is provided, and you don't need anything to get started. It's not a desk job, it's a shot at building your legacy on your own terms. Your road to the championship starts at GlobeLifeCareers.com. Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Breaking news. A blockbuster trade, a major injury, a coaching change, a game-changing signing. When the biggest stories in sports break, get the news, rumors, updates, and analysis Southern California fans need on ESPN Los Angeles, 7:10 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app. Breaking news is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Go Norway!
It looks like France is pretty much through. There's there's a minute and a half to go. France leading 2-0. And so they look like the team to beat. Mike Trudell is in for DeMarco. If you had to pick a team to win it all right now, would you take France?
I took Spain, although it was very, very close with France. And we know, in our pool, Bergman picked France first. I would have picked France first as well.
Okay.
But the one team that I think can beat them is Spain. And that's who they would play in the semi if Spain can take care of Belgium.
Got it.
Know what I'm saying, Travis?
Yeah. I concur.
Yeah, you concur. Travis, your take. Let me pick up on something we were talking about just before the break. Emily was talking about how many swear words are in the movie Anchorman.
Yeah.
We have all seen the 3 movies that have the most F-bombs. We've seen them all.
I definitely
know one of them.
I know what one of them is, I think.
Take a shot.
Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction is not there.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street is number 1.
Okay.
Now listen to this.
Wow.
They use the F word 569 times. That is once every 2.8 words.
Mostly by Jonah Hill, right?
Yeah, Jonah Hill a lot, yeah. Number 2 is Uncut Gems, which is a great movie, and then the F-bombs fly there. And number 3 is Casino. So,
yeah,
he loves his F-bombs.
So today it came up, Trudell, that, and you're the only one of the 4 of us who has little kids, how expensive it is for your kids to be on a travel team. Oh. Can you give us, you don't have to say exactly how much, but roughly, what are we talking about here? You have 2 kids. Mike has twin boys.
Yeah.
Trev, you know the answer to this?
I had 2 children go through it simultaneously.
But he's doing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But mine was only a few years ago, but it's crazy expensive.
So, Mike, what are we looking at?
I'd
Annually.
I'd have to look it up. But for one sport, because they play 3 sports, but the one sport that they play travel, it's at least, I want to say it's probably $8 to $10,000 each kid.
Per year?
Yeah,
per
year.
So it's basically
Per
sending your kids to private school before they're old enough to go to high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I might be overshooting it a little bit because
not by much.
You get charged there's like a team fee, right? So you pay monthly. And for me, for the 2 of them, it's about I want to say it's like $800. But then you have to pay for all the tournaments that you go to, and then all of the travel, and then anything else that comes up.
And what Landon Donovan was trying to explain, we played a clip from him earlier, is that in Europe, Mike, and jump in here if I start screwing this up, but in Europe, Donovan was saying that the teams all have youth programs, and the teams pay for that stuff. So, if young Mike Trudell, 10-year-old Mike Trudell, was growing up in Spain, they would put you into the Real Madrid program, and your parents wouldn't have to pay anything.
Well,
is that true?
It's not really being fair to the spirit of what they do. So the best clubs and the biggest clubs, and you can take your pick. Yes, at a certain point, they identify talent in the area, and then the best kids get in, and it's a lot.
That's one with Luka, right?
Yeah,
They identified him as a great basketball player at a very young age, and he went into the Real Madrid.
So if you just want
to
play youth soccer, but you're not going to be a pro, which is what 99% of all players coming up, then you have to pay something for it. So I think that if you identify the top of the top, then yes, they pull you out of the system like Messi.
At what age? What point do they? Because what you just described is not unlike a high school team finding a guy that's a great football player or basketball player and scholarshiping that kid to come in and play at a private school,
or like a kid that's a tennis player. What's the academy?
IMG.
Yeah. So if you're awesome at age 8, then they might take a look at you, and then by age 12 they bring you in. But like Messi, for example, played in an Argentinian club where he grew up. He was so good that Barcelona brought him over when he was 12.
When he was 12?
When he was 12, he and his dad moved from Argentina into Barcelona. They also, you go to school on top of actually getting the soccer training. It's called La Masia. It's like they kind of do everything.
Right.
What's happening here in the States, though, we're starting to see more of this. So LAFC and the Galaxy they have youth academies. They're not as established as the English clubs yet or the Spanish clubs, but they're getting a little closer every year. I think right now for the Galaxy, you have to be is it 13 or 14 to go into the academy, and then
But
they will educate you as well.
Would they hand you a bill, or would they pick up the tab? Like, how old are Jit and Tal?
They're 11.
Okay, so when they're 13, if they were good, let's just for the sake of this conversation say they're good enough, and LAFC wants to put them into their youth program.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay for that?
So up until the point where they become full-time academy kids, yes, you still have to pay something. So we right now, my boys' club. It's a club. The club is called Beach. We play against Galaxy and LAFC Academy, but they're too young to be at the full-time thing.
Right.
A former Galaxy player, Juninho, his kid used to play with the Twins. He's Brazilian. He is now in the Galaxy Academy, but I think he's 12 or 13, so he's not there full-time in terms of school yet.
Are the academies that much better than the other travel teams?
They're sometimes yes, sometimes no. Like eventually they will be, but usually what they'll do is they'll pick off the best couple kids in all the big clubs, right? And then they'll bring them in, and that's part of why you have to let the kids not pay, because you want to. Hey, we're going to come to this great club, to ours. At some point they'll cover it, but not until they get a little bit older.
So the point Landon Donovan made, and you react to this, is that he said there was a big national survey of the soccer world, and that only 2% of the soccer players that are part of the USA soccer program have. God, you know what? I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it because it's interesting, and I'm not explaining it well.
So there was a study that this is actually in 2016. I'm sure it's gotten worse. Like the gap's gotten bigger.
Right.
There was a study in 2016 of all the kids playing youth soccer. They took, let's just make up a number. Let's say it was 1 million kids, right? And they broke down percentage-wise what the household income was of those kids, okay? So the majority of the kids fell in their parents' household income was like $100,000 to $150,000, okay? Only 2% of kids who were playing organized soccer in America came from households that made less than $50,000. Meaning, if you don't make $50,000, your kid cannot play organized soccer. And think about how many kids you're missing out on in this country because they can't afford to play the game. Now, this is the other thing. Somebody has to pay for it. Someone has to pay for the coaches. I get it, right? But what's happening now is clubs are just grinding every penny out of growing up, there is zero chance I could have played club soccer.
Right.
My mom made $34,000 a year, single mom, raising 3 kids. She couldn't pay $4,000 for me to play club soccer. Are you kidding? She couldn't pay $400. So I would have had zero chance, but somebody let me on the team and paid for me. Otherwise, I couldn't have.
So, Mike Trudell, is that our barrier to success?
First, I think so. Landon Donovan, I think, is very smart, and he knows better than many because he went through the system. But Landon, I don't think that he's accurate in that sense because he was so good that a team there, they will subsidize the cost of the kids that are really good.
Who subsidizes?
The club themselves. So, so they have scholarship players in a lot of the big clubs.
It's the same as inviting like the best kid in the neighborhood to go to your private school.
Oh, okay, got it.
But here's and I'm not saying that he's wrong, but here's my question. I had a kid in youth baseball, okay, which is virtually the same setup as we're talking about.
Yep.
It's not much different at all.
Yep.
We're churning out a lot of world-class baseball players. You know what I mean? Like the barrier to entry is roughly the same. I would guess that those numbers he's talking about, household incomes, are roughly the same. That you look at these kids that are coming through these travel baseball programs, and they're producing major league players at about the rate you look at the major league. It's very international, but there's a lot of American kids playing at the very highest level. So why are we able to create baseball players but not soccer players?
To support your point, I think you could say this about many other sports as well. So the barrier to entry is just that in every other country, it's the only sport.
Right.
And take out, the Dominican Republic, right? But I'm saying all of the countries we're seeing in the World Cup, all of the best athletes only play that sport. That's the only sport that's on their television when they're growing up. It's the only sport they're talking about with their parents and their friends. That's the bigger barrier to entry. They just do the game better. We have 15 other options of playing sports in this country.
Let me get to something that I wanted Mason and I to get to today, but we didn't. It'll happen during your show. At 6 o'clock tonight in Summer League, the number 1 pick, A.J. DeBonsa, plays against the number 2 pick, Darren Peterson. Trudell, you watch as much of the Summer League stuff as anybody. Peterson looks like unbelievable. He's had 2 games already where he scored more than 25 points. This will be the first game that we see DeBonsa, but they played each other when Peterson was at Kansas and DeBonsa was at BYU. And at halftime, Peterson had 19 points and DeBonsa had 2. Is it too early to say that the Wizards may have blown the pick?
I mean, they played 2 summer league games. This is enough to say they
but in college,
yes,
he dominated him.
Right.
And now he's the talk of summer league.
Yeah, sure.
The hard part here is that Peterson, other than that game and a couple of others, seemed to have sort of just taken almost like a gap year. He was just in college kind of like, I don't want to get hurt. You guys have all seen my tape. I've been dominating everybody for all these years. It was weird. It just it didn't, and I think that scared off certainly some teams, the Wizards being one of them. Whereas DeBontis, like he's big, he'll defend. Like he's more of like he's at least going to be really good. But in terms of the upside part, after these 2 summer league games, I'm like, because I was a little lower on Peterson having watched a little bit of college, but now I'm getting what all the scouts said about him in high school.
David Locke sent me a text the other day that we both, when Damian Lillard came into the NBA, we watched one summer league game, and Locke and I started texting to each other, this guy's going to be an all-star for 10 years. He's that good. He was out of Weber State. Nobody knew who he was. He said, I just saw the next Damian Lillard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I said, who? He goes, it's Peterson. He's NBA ready right now. Now, to be fair,
he's
David's the play-by-play guy for the Utah Jazz,
that's where
Peterson
it may be
is
shaded
playing.
a little bit.
So he's maybe hoping with his heart, but David's pretty honest. So I'm anxious to see this tonight.
I'm sure he's locked on this story like crazy.
He would probably be. Yeah.
Right, Trav? Is he locked on?
I'm a huge David Locke fan, as we all know.
David
yes. A big David Locke
and a great
fan.
entrepreneur.
Great entrepreneur. Runs a great podcast network.
I understand 10 years he's been doing that Locked On network.
He has.
And he's got over 200 of them now.
Yeah. Yes, he does. I know 2 of them I know very well.
Trav, what would you have done to Alex Call last night?
I was just going to say that,
when he twice challenged.
Let's just put it to you this way.
A guy who doesn't even start normally, used 2 of your challenges
in the first inning.
Wrong on both.
In the first inning with a 3-run lead.
My guy Eric Karros almost lost his you-know-what.
And he should have, and he was right. That was let's play a little game. If that were Shohei Ohtani, you're having a conversation.
Sure.
If it's Shohei Ohtani, you're saying, hey, Shohei, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Alex Call?
Yeah.
Alex Call?
He got don't you ever do that again speech.
That is we have removed your right to challenge pitches.
Right.
Like you are done doing that.
Now,
it was
how do
unbelievably
you think challenges should be used?
I think that different players get different rules.
Like, for example, Max Muncy, who really knows the strike
Max
zone.
Muncy, Freddie Freeman, guys like that, you give a little bit more rope to. I would have a general understanding of we don't do it unless there are runners on base and it's beyond the 7th inning.
I would say runners in scoring position.
Okay, even better. Runners
further.
In scoring position.
And there were runners on first and second with 1 out.
But they had a 3-0 lead on the Colorado Rockies. And by the way, the second one wasn't even close to being a ball. The entire ball was in the box.
Yep.
I would wait high leverage situation.
I feel guilty if I used another
one.
one.
Well, we've talked about the opposite earlier this year too, where Alex Freeland and help me with the guy that's no longer Espinal.
But
both of those guys were like those pitches were clearly wrong, and you could tell they were hesitant to do it because they were Santiago Espinal and Alex Freeland,
right?
Where it calls out there like he's Ted Williams.
Quick question on this one: if they let the NBA players themselves challenge the call, how early in the first quarter do you think that?
By the way, if they did, the games would last 4 hours.
Oh yeah,
because I have never met an NBA player who has
they
committed
don't commit fouls.
Ever.
I mean, they don't.
Well, I'll tell you what, though,
biggest offender in the world. I love him to death. Magic Johnson. Never committed a foul.
I think this is another really good example of one of the things that baseball got super right. That 2 of them is the exact right number. Like, we're done with it. Like, if the NBA had 2, we may be done in the first quarter every time, but the game wouldn't take forever because we're out of challenges, right? This is what the baseball thing does is you get 2 wrong,
well,
we're done with it.
This is the last thing I'll mention, then we got to throw it over to you guys. But they're going to put a chip in the ball this coming. They're doing it now in Summer League. And now the out-of-bounds plays, like who touched it last, won't be challenges anymore. Those are going to be determined by the chip.
Great.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ABS thing works exactly how it's supposed to. It takes about 2 seconds.
Yep.
There's a handful of game, and it's always right.
Exactly. All right. Me and Ireland back at noon. What do you guys got coming up?
We're going to do some World Cup because Trudell's here. I have a lot of questions that I need answered. Basically, do I need to watch the rest of this because I can't see anybody beating France? This feels like this is a lock.
Right?
Mike, there is somebody that can beat France.
Mike, Kuminga, likely or unlikely? Which way are you leaning?
Ooh, unlikely leaning, but would like it to happen.
Unlikely.
All right, so stay tuned for that.
Interesting. All right. It's all coming up for you next. We're back tomorrow at noon. See you.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. on the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.